We look to be live. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe. Yeah, we're live. Maybe.
We are live. We are live. We are live.
Finally.
We are live.
Sorry it took so long to get up.
What?
I said sorry it took so long to get up.
Oh.
The computer shut down. Okay, well, it wasn't the computer that shut down. It was the computer that froze, and then we had to shut it down. Okay, by we, I mean Mr. G. And then it didn't.
Think we're set up. Think we're good to go. Think we're up.
Cool.
Hello, people. We're live. We're live. Computer was doing dumb stuff. I had to restart it, and then it took forever to reload.
But we are here.
When I say forever,
He literally means forever.
I mean forever.
You're live. Yay. Hey,
I
Liz.
left you guys hanging.
Hey, Futuristic. Hey, Redman.
I'm sorry.
Hey, Jack. Hey, John Elite. Hey, Mrs. Gleen. What's up, people? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being with us. Our stuff is stupid. That's what it boils down to.
We left you guys hanging. We didn't mean to.
Now I can put the tweet up.
Don't dislike us. We already had somebody say bad things to us before we even started.
We're spinning. Why were we spinning?
We dropped some frames there for a second.
Well, that's just fabulous. That's just what we need. Just what we need, guys. Just what we need. So, hey, so we had a match to start the show. It was Brian Cage versus Hangman Adam Page, and Brian Cage won, which is kind of surprising because I thought we were like trying to continue Adam Page's winning streak or whatever, but I guess not. So, we had that, and now we're getting the Young Bucks versus the Seidel brothers. It's been decent so far. The Young Bucks shop at the same place Seth Rollins does. They were wearing the same black leather coats with puffy furry stuff on them. Literally the exact same thing as Seth. So.
Hello, everybody. Next time you'll get on like an hour before the show to make sure any trouble is worked out before wrestling starts, Mr. G. Yeah, I guess so. I thought I had it, and then I had no sound. Like, I had no sound at all.
Well, that's
and
great.
I couldn't figure it out. And then when I like tried to put sound on, it like totally froze everything. So yeah, technology, gotta love it, gotta hate it. Hate it more than love it. John L., Mr. G at Impact Summer, see if we see Samoa Joe, could he be the one to take the Impact Championship off of Kenny Omega? No! Don't believe so, don't think so, don't know. I think that he could potentially do it, but not a Slammiversary.
Okay.
Futuristic, how you doing? We're doing great. Thanks for showing up. Next time, yeah, I already read that. Hope you guys are well. Hi, Mrs. Gleen. We're doing good, Lewis, except for my computer was being dumb, and so we got up late, and now we've lost 17 people. And we had someone say naughty words to us before we even started.
Well, that was at like 5 o'clock or something.
Yeah.
So
we're doing good.
Yeah.
I like the people that send us naughty words.
It's great.
In a foreign language. Subway. Eat fresh. I hate technically more than I hate Nia Jackson. That's not technology more than I hate Nia Jackson. That's not okay. Yeah, technology sometimes sucks.
Ooh. Meg.
Oh, need to see that.
It looks like a shark.
Yeah. Things are looking good here, though. I think we're looking good. Google Translate to rescue, Mr. G. Yeah, Google Translate. Or I just type it in Google. We have Dial Clean and Gentle Body Wash commercial on right now, and we're loving it.
Oh, also.
I'm kidding, I don't hate Nia, but I dislike her. Yeah, we know what you're saying, Futuristic. They're being perverts or just butts? Well, take your pick, Lewis. It was that Farhan that was here yesterday. Trying to get us to say things. Needless to say, I timed him out yesterday and he got banned today.
Both. We also had a promo from the Elite, and that was right before this match.
Double clothesline. James, how you doing? We are up. Took us some time. We got up. We are here. We're live. We're in person. Computer was doing some stupid stuff. This time it was the computer, not the stream, not anything with the internet. I think everything looks good here. We got to we're rolling along here. We had some drop phrases just for a second, but that's what happened yesterday when we first started up. But we're looking good.
Matt is up. Is that Nick or Matt?
The Young Bucks are being awesome here, man. For being, doing the heel thing.
Mm-hmm.
What they're doing is fabulous.
Oh, yeah.
They've carried this over onto Twitter and doing the heel thing.
Oh, yeah, their bio thing. Every day they're like, new bio. And that's where they put their stuff up.
Makes me so angry, Lewis. Sometimes you just got to let it roll and let the punches roll where they are. I usually just kind of like, I don't let things bother me because I mess with people when they come in and do stupid stuff with me.
Yeah.
John L., do you think people are still going to be behind Tamina, or was that just the one-time thing? I still want her to succeed and become a champion. She deserves it. I agree she does deserve it, but I think it's probably just a one-time thing because I think the WWE will not allow it to happen.
No, she's never becoming champion. That's never happening. As much
I
as
like
it
your
should,
lipstick.
it's
Well,
not.
thank you, John L. I worked hard to get this natural look.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
John Lee, just roll with the punches, bro. That's right. Just roll with the punches, man.
Matt Seidel and Mike Seidel are going to the top rope to do what? A drop double knees. Okay, then. And
I liked how Matt was like, oh, please, get over here. Hurry up. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here. Two. Do I need to kick out? Nope, I don't need to. Thank God.
Oh, went for the double super kick and missed. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. One, two, go! That was so close. I missed the first match. Hangman lost. Yeah, Hangman lost. He was on winning streak until earlier. So
I'm assuming he's not the number one contender anymore.
So I'm assuming, yeah, he's not.
He's
fighting
dropped in the
anybody
rankings. He's now number 7. Nick Jackson. Kick to the face.
That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. I like the Young Bucks a lot.
This is a good match.
The Young Bucks are cool. I don't care what anybody says. Oh!
Oh.
Splat.
That looked like that could have hurt.
Yeah.
James, WB is so wrong on so many levels. I was listening to SoCal Val's podcast, and Mickey James suggested that WWE do an all-female show, and it was told her women's wrestling does not make money. The thing is if you nothing's gonna make money if you don't tell stories and you don't have good storylines. Did you catch that? That's funny.
Oh! I love them. Oh, BT trigger.
Dead.
1, 2, 3. Okay, but I love how over the top and extra they are about things. Like, I love it. Uh-oh.
Frankie Kazarian.
It's Kaz and,
Christopher Daniels.
The Young Bucks' oldest friends.
Literally. He sprayed hairspray on him. That's because they needed to fix their hair, Lewis. They're still spraying hairspray on him. Volterra, how you doing? We got up late. We had computer issues.
Questionable wardrobe decisions. One thing that's not changed about the Young Bucks is a promise the Kaz made last December. What better way to do that than to fight for the tag team championships? SCU are undefeated. They're the #1 contenders. They're the biggest threat to those tag team titles.
Whoa! Such language.
Oh, this new attitude sucks. Oh. Young boy. Why does Brandon Cutler has the spray? Like he's gonna spray them. That's funny.
That was a good segment.
I like that. I like that. I
love the match. I love the whole thing with them coming out. I thought that was good.
Oh. I thought he was supposed to fight Trent.
Who?
Was that last week? That Penta fought Trent?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Dude, where you been?
I don't know. Sorry, I had a minute
You missed
there.
a week.
I was going. Wait, I thought
Like
it
you
was,
skipped an entire week.
Thanks.
I'll be right back. The pizzas are done.
Okay, I already had a slice.
I haven't.
Well, I had a slice of the cheese one. The chicken buffalo, I don't even know what it is. It was still in the oven, so. Just do another evolution to, other people want evolution too. Yeah, they're never doing evolution. They're never doing another evolution. I don't know what podcast or what interview or what it was that Maria Kanellis was on, but when she asked about them, when she was still with the company, when she asked them about doing Evolution 2, they said they were never doing it, and it was never happening. And the only reason they did the first one was because people weren't going to stop bothering them until they did it, and now they're not doing another one. So, you got me. No wonder WWE's going to the doghouse. All of the disrespect to the women. Hey, Voltero, what's up? Was that Brandon Cutler with the spray? Yes, it was. Brandon Cutler's out with a broken nose or something like that, which is why he has a mask on. And so he is going to be out for a little bit, so they're using him as the Young Bucks, like, personal assistant or whatever for now. So, yeah. I could see Impact doing an all-women show. I could, too. I think that they have enough women that are really good and entertaining, and I think that they could pull it off. WWE could pull it off, they just don't want to. For whatever reason. Do 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 do. It's Jade Cargill.
Over the past few weeks,
Every major manager.
everybody's wanted to talk to me.
Cranberry juice.
They want all of it. I'm that beep. So you agree, Maven, how they're treating women in WWE?
I think that right now the women aren't necessarily where they were like a year ago.
The women being, or the men
A
being
year
treated
and a half
right,
ago.
with the exception of a handful.
So, I don't think any of their stuff is good right now, personally. Being accompanied by Trent, we're from wherever, weighing whatever, Orange Cassidy. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're treating the women any different than the way they were a couple months back. I think a year ago they were no. 2 years ago they were in a better spot than where they are right now, but, you know. Whoa.
It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Penta is cool. Yeah, it is. It's like Shredder. That's wicked. I can't wait to see people's reactions if Charlotte Flair wins the championship at WrestleMania Backlash. I'm sure some people will be okay with it because some people have said that they feel that Rhea needs to lose the title because she's not ready to have the belt. And I'm sure there will be some people that
Penta Batman
wouldn't like it. So, you know. Y'all thoughts on Jason Jordan being hired as the lead producer? Hopefully that means that, you know, he was sort of, when he was working on some stuff before with them in, like, the producing area, the women were kind of focused on, and John Laurinaitis was the lead producer up until when they
Again, doesn't matter if they don't get good stories.
No, but hopefully he is some sort of say in something.
Futuristic, I'll be in and out because I want to focus on AEW. This is the first time in a long time I've been watching this again. Trying to get back into AEW. Good. We'll be here.
Oh, nope, he stopped him. Wait. Penta is taking off his glove.
Alex almost fell, yes. I think Lewis is just a hair ahead of us.
Dang, that was just much more intense now that he had the glove off.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy's taking off the sunglasses.
Look at the ref.
Trent, you missed. Oh, man. He's got the hands in the pockets. He's kicking. Oh!
Where is Miro? He is hiding.
Okay, but, like, I don't care what anybody says, like, about Orange Cassidy. Like, legitimately don't care. To wrestle without your hands and, like, do the stuff that he does without his hands, like, shut up. Like, I don't want to hear anybody like, oh, that looks easy. Like, I could easily do that. Like, what is his gimmick? No, you couldn't. Shut up. You'd fall on your butt.
Alex Abraham, this was funny. Yeah. This is, I mean...
I didn't like him at first with the stuff that they were doing, but, like, over the last couple weeks, it's kind of grown on me. And I kind of like what they're doing with him and Penta.
Lewis says, I really have a good time watching AEW.
Me too. Me too.
Well, they have so much, like, there's so much variety.
It's just fun. I think it would be really fun to go to, like, an AEW show, like, live, you know?
James says, thank you all for addressing this situation about all the women in WWE wrestling in general. Thank you. Yep.
Ooh, that was nice. Oh, not the thumb! Going for the crucifix pin. Got a count of 2.
I'm glad I get to see KRIS Statlander tonight. Yep.
Oh, one hand. Oh, splat. Orange Cassidy has been crushed.
Maybe you'll get AEW in your Xmas stocking or something, Maven. John Allen, Mr. G, how do you feel about some states not having to wear masks anymore? I think they're dumb. We got too many people that aren't vaccinated. What's wrong with wearing a mask?
I don't know. People are babies.
I mean...
People are babies.
Hopefully Jason Jordan has some say in booking the women. Yes. But it still comes down to one man.
And that man is... Vince. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-boop. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop.
Avoid the Noid.
I like the Discord thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. It's exciting. It's exciting.
Allows you to chat at any time.
Which is cool. Which is cool.
Are you getting any more pizza?
I don't know.
I'm gonna grab one more piece.
Okay, it's Ric Flair!
Who's in this one with him? Nobody?
Just Rick.
Just Rick.
It's just Rick. It's just Rick.
Now with some states not having to wear masks no more, they're just waiting for another outbreak. They are. I mean, that's just it. And we don't know how long this vaccine actually lasts, so... Those who wish me dead.
Well, that looks interesting.
Be right back.
Okay. Why did that hold that? I don't know. Hey, observing stuff. What's up? Hola. How's it going? Don't know why that held that comment, but okay. Hello.
I'm back.
Hello.
Back again.
Hello.
Observing stuff. How you doing?
To the corner. Kick to the face. Orange Cassidy.
He was checking his heart
Dude,
there,
what
I think.
the crap kind of jeans are those? They have like elastic in them.
There's a drawstring.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Are they not really jeans? Have they been tricking us this entire time? Oh, didn't quite get that swinging DDT. Penta going for the suplex. Oh, and he got it.
James, you all read the article about the situation concerning women's wrestling and the full interview with Mickie James. I did not know.
I haven't. Freshly squeezed.
Well, we're
Freshly
glad you're doing
squeezed.
well observing stuff.
Oh, okay. You missed him with that second punch, but okay.
Oh!
Everyone hit that like button.
That was a wicked move.
Hit the like button. Hit the thumbs up.
You know how coordinated you have to be to do that?
Very.
You drop the guy and bring the leg over him as you're coming down.
Yeah. I mean, it's got to take some talent. Trying to target the arm of Cassidy. But Cassidy is going to put it in his pocket.
It is 45 minutes zip fly by. Uh-oh.
He's got his hand in his pocket.
Superman is about to hit.
The pocket works effectively. Okay. Oh. Super kick. Oh. Super kick. Oh, super kick.
You know what they're doing.
Oh, another super kick. No, I don't know what they're doing.
Just a second. That move could have been a finisher.
Oh!
I reacted out loud. They're setting up where someone's just going to rip Orange Cassidy's his pockets. They're just going to rip him off before the match or something.
His shoulder isn't up. Great ring presence by Penta. Dude's shoulder wasn't even on the ground to start with, but whatevs. Is this a pre-tape show? I don't see the live thing in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Thought it was live.
Oh. Oh. Another kick. Kicks to Cassidy, man. Oh, another one.
He's dead.
He's dead. That kick looked like it killed him on the bottom turnbuckle. Yeah, man. Going for the end. Up. Oh! Stunt Dog Millionaire. Cassidy. Cassidy's getting up on the top rope. Diving DDT. Don't know how effective that was, but... Going for the spinning DDT. That always looks cool. 1, 2. It's Alex. Alex. Alex says he was talking to Penta in the back, and Penta says... Uh-oh.
Guys, how do I flush a goldfish down the toilet?
You don't?
Put it in there and flush the toilet? And he'll go in circles?
I would say you don't. But, well, not in a live goldfish.
I assume it's dead, Jono?
Oh!
Unless you're trying to send him out to find Dory.
Oh, Cassidy had the microphone. Handed to him by Trent, and he hit Penta with it.
Handed to him by Trent?
Trent. And Orange Cassidy got the win. You don't, you cook it. That's a good match. Yeah, I enjoyed that. I love Trent. I love Cassidy. I think the two of them together are really funny. Oh, man. They're great.
You gotta love his music, too.
I know.
Dr. Britt Baker. DMD.
It's Britt Baker and Reba.
Reba's.
Britt Baker is at the top of the wins and losses rankings.
Who's number 5?
Red Velvet.
That's funny.
Who's it gonna be?
Did she just say Sheeta later?
Yeah. Sheeta later.
I'm digging Cassidy's new theme. Yeah, I like the song. The fact that Tony Khan went out and bought it for him.
I think it's really cool.
That's cool.
The pinnacle!
Dory just keeps swimming. Yes, Dory, that goldfish isn't going to find you, man. Did Charlotte go to Britt Baker for dental work? She did.
Is she a real doctor? Yeah, she's a dentist.
The pickle.
She's like a real dentist. Like, she's still in between Dynamite and stuff, like during the rest of the week. Like, she does, like, she has a dentist's office and she's doing that.
Yeah.
So she's doing dental stuff and she's a wrestler.
Yes.
Interesting combination.
Yep. James, guys, it's just like War Games in WCW, if y'all remember. Yes.
I know, we're not going to be freaking, like, we're not going to be here next week.
Yeah, we won't be here next week.
It's the dumbest thing.
The Pinnacle are arriving now. Yeah!
Inner Circle! Chris Jericho, Santana and Ortiz, Jake Hager. Oh, aren't they just the coolest?
Blood Guts, 2 rings. WCW War Games 2.0. It is.
Aren't they just the coolest?
She even had a match at a dentist office, lol. Yeah, she did. I thought that was cool. I kind of like what they did because she was still injured at the time. And they made it work.
That guy right in front of the Pyros going, "Dear God, please don't hit me."
Hope everything goes well for y'all next week. Yes, I'm sure it will. It's just a matter of sitting there for 3 hours, 4 hours. It's always great.
Mr. G generally takes a nap. Okay, so what is the point of that? To what? Break them up when they start fighting? They're all the way up there.
Yeah, Tony's gonna break him up. He's the one in the middle. He's gonna make sure nothing happens.
This should be fun. Sorry, we're gonna probably get quiet here for a minute because we're about to start a promo.
I like how they let they let it run all the way through before they even start talking. War Games 2.0. I love Judas that I made it. I love Judas that I made it my ringtone. Yeah, John Lee, it's awesome.
Oh, Sean Spears just smacked Tony Schiavone's hand. That wasn't really English, bro. Lured. You were lured into this match? Advantage Pinnacle. Warning, this doesn't end well for you guys. Sorry, boys. Okay. Oh. When was the last time Sammy wrestled a match? Nobody knows. That guy right there is leading you into very, very deep waters, Sammy. Okay.
That was good.
Sammy, Sammy, Sammy. Spears. I don't believe you. Oh, no lies detected. No lies detected. He just called Spears. Oh, he just called Spears a failure. Not only in AEW, but in the last place he worked too. Oh. Sammy said he'll start the match. He's gonna fight everybody. The Pinnacle gets the advantage. Oh, you just pulled the microphone out of nowhere? It's Cash. Oh, he just told Santana and Ortiz not to bring this version of themselves to the match. Because if they do, they'll lose. Here we have Dax. Oh, Dax has prepared his family for him not being the same after the match.
For all of you that believe in trending and things like that on Twitter, AEW Dynamite is trending right now, #1 on Twitter. We will get chat caught up here in a minute. Listening to this promos.
Dax just told. I love the comb. Oh. Santana and Ortiz get to cut a promo.
This is interesting. Letting them all talk.
MJF and Jericho going last. It's gonna be epic. As a gentleman, MJF would like to say something to Chris Jericho. Thank you. Without Chris Jericho, there is no AEW. Inner circle.
They're going to start punching each other here in a minute.
It's gonna be epic. And then the dudes are gonna...
Tony's out of the way.
Tony's like, I'm... nah. MJF
He called him out on it. That's crazy.
At Blood and Guts next week. MJF is going to do the humane thing. He's going to take off the heavy burden of the crown that's atop Chris Jericho's head and put it on his own to become the top of AEW. And Guts is all said and done.
Thank you.
MJF says Jericho's spot is his. How is Jericho going to rebuttal? How dare you be so entitled? Jericho said if you want a spot, you gotta earn it. Good promo from Jericho. Oh, it's Tully. What does Tully want? he just told
How you doing, Scott? We are being quiet right now. We're listening to the promo.
Jericho said you're going to have to kill us to make us surrender.
I'm assuming he's calling that a pile of poop.
That was good.
That whole segment
was good.
With all of them.
Wow.
The whole thing was good. Excellent promo by everybody. Let's get caught up here. John L. says, it seems like the women's division in WWE is the topic of YouTube. Well, yeah. I think the biggest issue, John L., is it doesn't make any difference if they don't change things up. The men's division is terrible, too, so it's not just the women's division. When was the last time Private Party wrestled the match? I think one of them's hurt.
Who?
I could be wrong, Private Party.
Oh.
I think one of them is hurt. I don't remember which one. Or he was. I don't know if he's back or not. Mrs. Gleen, for those of you who believe in Twitter talk, the #1 trending Twitter talk is AEW Dynamite. It should be the topic at John L. There should be a place for women's wrestling. Yes.
He sent Michael Nakazawa out to fight Eddie Kingston.
Good promo, says Lewis. Yes, definitely a good promo. Good evening, Scott. Hope you're still here. And you just didn't come in and go, well, crap, they're not talking to me. That's going to be their only match next week. That's crazy. Yes, that is the only match next week from what I have seen. I mean, a lot of people didn't believe it. Tony Khan came out and said that is the only match that'll take place next week.
Kenny Omega is out here. Does he have the Impact belt? Does he have the AEW belt? Well, he doesn't have either.
He has no belts. It's Kenny no belts.
Kenny says, we're kind of the ones that are mad at you, Eddie Kingston. You ask for the champ, you think you get the champ? No, that's not how this works. We're sending the goons after you, Eddie. He just called Michael Nakazawa a goon. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
He just hit him with a computer!
What? Nakazawa's dead.
Well, I know what the problem is. Nakazawa didn't let grease up. And he kept the headset on. What a promo from both men in the ring.
Uh-oh.
Future, it was a good promo all around.
Uh-oh, he's going to break Nakazawa's foot.
Eddie Kingston.
He just said, get in the ring, Kenny, or I'm breaking your boy's ankle. Cutler. Oh, it's Mox! It's Mox! It's Mox! Oh. Kenny's in the ring. Kingston and Moxley have got him. They're beating him up.
That's a sleeper.
What is Don Callis doing? They're gonna get his. They're gonna put his foot in the chair and break him in half. Don Callis is pleading with him. Give me a tag match with Kenny or we're breaking his ankle. Whatever we want. Don Callis said they can have whatever they want. If you break his ankle, there's no match.
And if we break his ankle, there's no match.
We want a tag team match with Kenny Omega. He wants a tag match with Kenny and Nakazawa as soon as possible. Don Callis gave it to him. See you next week. Yeah, so the inner circle, the thing isn't.
I'm watching next week. There, I said it. Well, that's interesting because
this isn't the only match. It might be like the last hour. Maybe it'll be the entire second hour.
The thing is what's his face? Like I said,
what's his face? Tony Khan.
Yeah, Tony Khan. That's him.
Well, maybe people
he had said that. No, I had heard him say it that this is going to be the only match unless they decided to do something different, which is possible. But I think that's interesting that whole twist there. James is watching next week.
What are they doing?
James is hooked. He got hooked on AEW.
Hey, it's Sammy Guevara.
And it's not even a women's match.
Sammy Guevara is back.
War does not determine who is right. Only who is left. On May 5th. At Blood and Guts. I will start the carnage. I will start the war.
Sammy's gonna be the first guy in for Inner Circle.
I will be the first man in that cage.
He's gonna do some crazy, stupid stuff. They're all gonna do some crazy, stupid stuff, but I think Sammy's starting off the match. I don't know who he's gonna be against, but for sure.
And the first man with pinnacle blood on his hands. Surprised he didn't have pinnacle crossed out and have pineapple like written underneath it or something. Futuristic, this has been a solid show. Yes, it has. John Elite with the cage match in AEW. Can you win by escaping the cage like WWE?
No, don't think so.
No. This is a blood and guts match. This isn't going to be the same thing. Mrs. Gleen. This is so good, Maven might have to nap in the car on the way home from the fusion, so she is doing a watch-along.
Yeah, that might be what we do because we're not freaking missing next week. I'm sorry.
Futuristic, 3 good matches and many great promos from tonight. This has been a good show. This has been a really good show. I didn't expect this because leading up to next week, I thought this would be kind of a... I mean, and the thing is they, like you said, they haven't done a lot with just doing the in-ring stuff. It's been through promos and, you know, just doing everything with promos and, you know, having a couple matches in between there.
Literally, I told you, it's the same jackets that Seth Rollins wears. It's literally the same jacket.
It is.
Same thing. Everything about it.
Yeah.
It's the same jacket.
That's funny. Well, this is unexpected.
Somebody said, Wednesday Night Messiah?
Maven has spoken. She's not freaking missing next week.
No, I don't want to miss next week's show. We're going to have to try and, be back before stuff. To watch it. To be here. We're for sure missing Tuesday, though. NXT,
yeah, we will definitely miss Tuesday.
We will not be here on Tuesday, but we are gonna be here Wednesday. We're gonna try to be here Wednesday. Brian Cage beat the #1 wrestler in the world. That makes Team Taz #1. Team Taz has some unfinished business. Oh, it's Christian Cage! Christian Cage has spoken. He said, at one point in time, Taz, you were one of the baddest dudes. The baddest dudes. And now you're not.
Jolie, I'm talking about when Cody had his match with Wardlow in the cage. Let's see.
Oh, that
with
cage
match
was
AEW, can you just... Oh, yeah, I think that was a little bit different. Jonelle, you guys better be back for Blood and Guts because you guys can't miss that big fight. No, we'll be here.
I think it's possible to be back in time. Bendy can fire the PC up for you so you're ready to go when you arrive.
Yeah. We'll be back. Back again.
So we just won't be here on
We'll
Tuesday?
be back. We'll be back. We'll be back. Like my song.
Yeah, it's epic.
Thanks.
Christian says he's not going to allow Taz to leech off of Christian Cage like he has Team Taz. You send Team Taz one by one if you have to, or all at once. I believe in win or win, not win or lose.
So Blood and Guts is technically a tag team show because there's a lot of tag team matches for the pay-per-view. Well, it's not even a pay-per-view. This is just a regular Dynamite. They're just calling it Blood and Guts.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's going to be... The whole idea is behind, if you go back, Futuristic, if you go check out War Games, like WCW War Games, if you can find a WCW War Games match, I think that's kind of what they're going to follow.
It's Penelope Ford. I like her hair. Her hair is
James is going to be excited about this match. And is Miro going to come out? Because I found Kip.
It's Penelope Ford. And it's KRIS Statlander.
She's got a cool entrance, too.
She's got the same music as,
Oh, because she's Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same music as Cassidy. Because she's with them.
Now I'm back. What'd you miss observing stuff? Futuristic Penelope Ford, my favorite women's wrestler. Interesting. Watching it. You late? We're a little bit behind everybody, I think.
Trading punches. Oh,
that was wicked.
Nice.
Well, that she can do that.
Splat. I like the face paint.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's like Luchasaurus dinosaur sort of stuff, you know?
I know that I don't watch AEW, but I do got a favorite women's wrestler, but not a favorite men's wrestler. Well, watch it enough, Futuristic, you'll get a favorite men's wrestler, too.
Last thing I saw was Orange Cassidy winning. Well, dang! You just missed a freaking epic promo.
You missed out a lot then observing stuff.
Between the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle, it was epic, man. Darby Allin is going against who tonight? Preston Vance, number 10 of the Dark Order.
I didn't even think about it. This match is built up from a couple weeks ago.
Arcade Anarchy.
Yeah.
When she popped up.
Oh, observing stuff, you missed it.
Oh.
You did. Great promo. Actually, there's a couple things that happened in there that you missed that were fairly well. I thought that Christian Cage's thing was good. Oh, it happens.
This action will continue in picture-in-picture.
Well, I hope when you open that Cliff Bar rope, it doesn't just start dripping out like that. Any good promo quotes? I mean, there were, like, all of them talked, except for Wardlow and,
I think the Christian Cage thing, I don't believe in winning and losing, I believe in winning and winning.
Yeah. Yeah. My family agitates me. Why can't they be the Queens? Not everybody can be us, Lewis. There's only one of us.
Any attacks happen?
No, they actually didn't, but the promo was good, considering, you know...
So essentially the parlay thing, but with the I want to imagine you in that dipshit with the laptop. Oh, yeah,
the Moxley thing. You missed that too.
Kingston. That was pretty funny. It was Nakazawa. Nakazawa was gonna get his leg smashed in a chair or whatever, but then Kenny was like, "Yeah, sure, do it." And then Moxley attacked him, and Kenny got in the ring, and they were gonna break Kenny's leg, and Don Callis was like, "No!" And they were like, "We want a tag match." That was funny. Yeah. Oh man.
We'll be here, James. We'll be here.
Oh man. Also, I didn't know Blood and Guts is not going to be a pay-per-view. No, it's just
No,
it's just
regular
Dynamite next week, but it's Blood and Guts. That's the thing about AEW that I like, is that they do these sort of like big shows every now and again that aren't like a pay-per-view, but they're like pay-per-view quality, but they're like just on television, you know? Like they did the St. Patrick's Day Slam, They have the Blood and Guts, they have a couple of them that they've done, which I think is really cool. The beach one. What is that beach one? Not Bash the Beach. Beach Break?
Beach Break. Is that what it was?
Beach.
I don't remember.
Beach something. But they have like, you know, they have different shows, which and it's just a Dynamite. It's like, you know, television, something that everybody has access to, but it's like pay-per-view level like quality.
Yeah. Well, it makes people want to watch.
Yeah.
So then when they have their pay-per-views, people want to see it. And even though the last one, everybody or a lot of people were like, "Oh, I was expecting the ring to blow up," they turned it into a storyline and brought it in and just.
I still think the last pay-per-view was good.
Well, let's forget about that and just you know, we'll forget about what happened there and just sweep it under the rug like some other organizations would do, and they made it part of the whole promo thing. Brilliant marketing, definitely brilliant marketing with what they're doing. Did I miss Sting point his bat at someone? He almost always does that. No, you have not missed that yet. Lewis, no work tonight. Awesome. You get to stick around with us till the end, and then stick around with us during our recap. Beach break.
Dang,
was it beach break? Is that what it was called?
Beach break? I don't know. Something like that. Yeah. I can't believe we're already
so we have both Johnny Lee and Lewis saying it was beach break. So
we only have like 30 minutes left of the show. A little over 30 minutes.
Observing stuff. I only watched for the bat points from Sting. And the bat points only. I'm going to get a bat and just start pointing at the screen. Or at the camera. Just for you, observing stuff.
Just for you.
I don't have a bat in here, otherwise I would.
I don't know what I was looking around for. I was looking around for the Sting action figure, because technically speaking...
We got a little bat,
the Sting action figure.
But I think it's in a box.
That's dumb.
They could have hired me to make the ring explode. I can easily go hook up some sparklers.
Penelope Ford up to the top and down.
A half a second longer. The physicality of this match. Here she goes. Back. Oh, that didn't work. Got kicked in the head. Statlander. I'm not sure what this is.
Whoa.
What the crap was that?
I don't know. Oh, kick out.
I was hoping she wouldn't win that move.
Oh, the contact is cool. I didn't know she had a contact in. It's like green.
Well, Mister Gleen, I would like your bat points. Somebody has to do it. Isn't that what Sting was hired for? I like what they've done with Sting, though. I know a lot of people don't. I love what they've done with him.
I like what they've recently done with him. That was a nice kick. Penelope Ford, I think, is really underrated and really underused.
I'm a little ahead of you guys. Sadly, this match isn't over. This has been a good match, I think.
I think she's a really good wrestler. I think she does some really, innovative stuff. And I feel like people really disregard her a lot of the time, which I don't get.
Uh-oh. She's playing possum. Okay, now it's over.
Oh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll be here till the end. We clean the 24-hour stores at night and the stores that open at 9 a.m. in their morning before. Cool, cool. So I'm off every other night. Cool. Let's come here tonight, the TNT Championship match. That's cool. Preston Vance.
That was interesting.
Preston Vance, like, I like what they've done with him, and I like what he's done with the Dark Order and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, I think it'd be really cool to see him win the TNT title.
Yeah. I don't think he's going to, but
I don't know that it's going to happen tonight, but I think
happening.
that it would be really cool to see him win it and then have, like, a spot with,
it's the Nightmare Express. That's pretty cool.
With -1 out there or something like that, because they're, like, best buddies. I think it'd be really cool to see Preston Vance win. It's the Nightmare Express.
I want one of those.
Need COMOROTO.
Not one that says Nightmare Express
Aaron
necessarily.
Solo. And QT Marshall.
I watch off and on. I was thinking Darby was going against 10 guys. Hello. Did they mention Omega is the new Impact Champion tonight? No, they did not.
Not from what I've heard. Not from what I've listened to. Not from what I've seen. So. Those buses cost a lot of money. It's the Nightmare family. Versus the Factory. Is the guy in blue wearing a onesie? No, I don't think so. It's Billy Gunn, Dustin, and Lee Johnson. Okay. That was kind of messy, but okay. That's stupid. Never mind. No, he's not. Billy Gunn and Aaron Solo. QT Marshall and Lee Johnson.
I wonder, the whole Impact thing, I wonder if it's not being mentioned simply because TNT isn't allowing that to happen.
Maybe. I'd never thought of that. And TNT doesn't want that to...
It's good to see Billy on Dynamite. Yeah, the guy's like 56 years old or something. What did we say last week? 56?
I don't know. I'll look it up again. Billy Gunn. 57.
57.
57.
Ribs?
For damage to the internal organs? Could be anything. We don't know.
I was kind of hoping he was that would be different.
Why do they wrap their stomach when they have internal injuries? Lol. I am not a doctor, but unless you are cut, I don't know what that would do.
To try and keep the guts from moving around. That's
man.
why. I hope I look that good at 33, so next year.
COMOROTO into the corner. Dustin is in the ring. I love that they're all wearing blue. Big clothesline. Trying to
Hercules
take him out.
against Dustin.
A match we never thought we'd get
Hercules
to see.
Hernandez has come back from the grave.
That's what I said, though. He reminds me of Hercules. He's a little bigger, but...
Yeah, he's a little bit bigger.
He reminds me of Hercules.
I'm back. Did KRIS Statlander win? Yes.
She did. Picture in picture. I'll be right back.
I'll be right here.
Okay, that's cool. I gotta go get something else to eat. So, I'll be back.
LOL, right, Mister Gleen? It keeps the guts from being jumbled. Yes, it does. So we don't have the jumbly guts. Jumbled guts are not good for people. Hey, man. Can I get out on this? Wingstop? Yeah.
Gimmick name now in NXT UK? Oh, I can't
remember. Rick just killed Peter Avalon. Peter Avalon and Ric Flair, yes. And Peter Avalon just got beat up by a 95-year-old guy. Thank goodness for Split X or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, our streams ran fairly smooth tonight.
Hello, ouch. That hurt.
What's that?
I said hello, ouch. That hurt. I'm back. I was getting a candy bar. Because, well, I need something else to eat. Because I only have one slice pizza. But I'm going to make a vegan burger later when we're done. So.
We're finding better ways to deliver you pizza. Which is why we have no cars that have nobody driving them. So when someone sees those out on the road, they just run into them, steal the pizza, and take it home themselves. Oh wow, Domino's brought back the Noid. Yes! What kind of candy bar do you have?
What kind of candy bar do I have?
It's an Ocho coconut bar.
It's dark chocolate filled with coconut. It's like a Mounds bar, except it's not a Mounds bar.
It's ESPN the Ocho.
It's ESPN Ocho. It's Ocho bar. So.
I bet Maven doesn't remember the Domino's Noid.
No.
No, she won't.
Sorry, this.
Avoid the Noid!
It's a dark chocolate bar. It's gotta sit for a minute because it was in the fridge. Because it's been hot, so you have to Oh, did you? Just
don't let it sit that long. It's melting all over the computer stuff.
Did he just do the suck it thing?
The what?
The suck it thing. I think QT Marshall went to the corner and went suck it. I think.
That's funny.
I could be wrong. But
Not a fan of dark choco. Oh, chocolate.
I like dark chocolate. Dark chocolate's good.
Lee Johnson.
Is so explosive in the ring.
I never thought about this. It's Pat Tanaka and Hercules Hernandez that came back.
Pat Tanaka?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He was a wrestler back, you
I
know.
have to look it up now.
Back during Hercules Hernandez.
Oh.
And Solo kind of looks like him.
Kind of. Oh, I know who he is.
Yeah. Look at Solo and look at him. They're kind
He's
of
one
like
half of the Orient Express.
Yeah.
Well, if he said he was one half of the Orient Express, I would have known who he was. I didn't know what his name was.
That's why it's Hercules and Pat Tanaka.
My dad puts candy bars in the fridge. Yeah, we had them in the fridge because it was warm like the last 2 days, and so stuff was gonna melt. We had them in the cabinet, but.
Mr. G, how are the kids? The kids are doing good. Thanks for asking, Jono.
Okay, just drop chocolate.
The little one said, what was it you had on, there was something on the TV, and they said, it was AEW, like the beginning of the show.
It was Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
He said something like, why the hell are they something? And he goes, why did he just say, what the hell? And I went, cool.
So yes,
Cool.
QT Marshall with the win.
That was kind of surprising.
So my 3-year-old is, learning some extravagant language. We had to throw everything melty in the fridge. It was like 90 degrees in our kitchen. Yeah, it's been warm here the last day or two. Actually, today was cooler than it has been. Mm-hmm. Oh! Hercules Hernandez with a cowbell.
So close to Hercules, he just needs the steel chain. Cowbell is a step in the right direction.
Yes. We had to throw everything melty in the fridge. Oh, I already read that. Hello. How you doing, Clark? Great to have you here. I told you I'm reading Arnold's book. Right now I'm at his bodybuilding career. Which bodybuilding greats do you know of?
It's the Gun Club.
Lou Ferrigno. Lou Ferrigno is one of the big ones. Well, this is interesting. Maybe they're gonna... This is what I like about AEW. They bring in these,
Whoa.
like, different people. The question is, from who? Which kid is teaching him bad things, Mr. G? Well, this was AEW that did it.
This was Kenny Omega.
Yeah, Kenny Omega did it.
So...
QT Marshall is gonna go and get in the Nightmare Express.
Cody's gonna be in there. Is Cody gonna be in there?
Yep.
It's Cody! Dude, we can see you.
Yes, but if he doesn't look up, he can't see him.
Yeah, you can see him through the window! It's Cody Rhodes! His hair looks blonder than normal.
Yeah.
Actually, it doesn't look blonder, it looks yellower. It looks like it needs to be toned. Because it's really,
Yeah, I don't blame him. Tone your hair, dude.
Yeah, you have to tone it so it doesn't look like that. If he's trying to get platinum blonde, then that's not it. That's yellow.
Observing stuff, Luthez Press is my favorite move in the WWE games.
I don't like Anthony Ogogo and his punch to the ribs.
Mrs. Gleen, I'm not sure I buy it's a TikTok excuse. Oh, Lewis says, hey, Clark. Oh, who's going off? Is he going to jump off? Are they going to jump off onto the people down there? Is that why all the people moved out there? What is Aubrey Edwards doing?
She's trying to break it up.
Stop it!
I love the suitcases. Are those suitcases?
I think that's air conditioning.
Oh, I was going to say, it looks like suitcases. Whatever.
I think those are like air conditioning units. I think.
The figure 4 on the top of the bus.
Lewis says they're the bus. No, they're not the bus. Oh, they're on the bus.
Every few years, Cody gets slightly bigger every time I see him.
That's it?
Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall, Blood and Guts next week. Darn, I really would have liked somebody to see, like, thrown off the edge. Tony Khan has just made it official.
See, I think that this was all decided afterwards. They were going to do... Nakazawa. AAA... Oh, they did put it on there. AAA Mega Champion, AEW, and Impact Champion.
Whoa! Whoa! Moxley's going to defend the IWGP. Is going to defend against Yuji Nagata. Wednesday, May 12th. He's defending the IWGP US Championship on Dynamite.
That's crazy.
Wasn't expecting that. Rebel, not Reba. 4-way tag team eliminator. I think this is going to be in the first hour, and then I think that the second hour is going to be completely the Blood and Guts match.
Well, like I said, Tony Khan's been like promoting that the only match was going to be, because I've seen him say it twice.
Uh-oh. It's Kip and Miro.
He just threw an apple at him. Where have you been?
Is Miro's hair going gray?
He's old.
It might just be the lighting. Uh-oh. Miro is snapped. Uh-oh. That sounded rough. Come on,
mate. Maybe he meant the only match in the cage. I don't know, because he's been promoted, and then... Oh. I love you, man. I forgive you.
Good talk! Miro! Miro! He just smashed his arm in the door and then he goes, good talk.
Yeah.
I forgive you.
It's okay.
That was funny.
I just killed you, but
I forgive you.
we're friends now.
I forgive you.
May 12th, Moxley and Nakazawa IWGP US title. Yes, it's interesting. They got a good card next week. That's awesome. Maybe he meant the only match to the cage match. Yeah, I don't know, because, I mean, he really promoted that it was going to be the only match. It's kind of weird that... So Blood and Guts will not be a one-match.
So other people thought it was going to be one match.
It's the same thing. I thought the same thing. They did. I mean, you know, they're posting it on Twitter. There were people that thought it was only going to be one match because that's what Tony Khan was saying. Wow, Clark, I didn't know that. My closest friend from childhood has bipolar disorder, and he works out too. He actually has a better control of his emotions than I do, and I'm not bipolar. Miro got some gray hair? Yes. Looks like he's got some gray hair there, John Elite. Marty the Moth from Lucha Underground was on Dark. I'm bipolar too. Working out does help. I think it probably stimulates the brain, is what I think it probably does. Yeah, I think that you know, the thing that they've done with Tony Khan allowing people to come in and do shows and stuff is why AEW has been awesome. I'm interested with that match in 2 weeks. I'm interested next week, man, and get next week here. Next week's going to be a great show. I need to start working out, LOL. Notice observing Steph said, start working out. You know what that means.
Means he doesn't work out now?
Yes. Correct.
I need to put the bag in here. Hey, Mr. G. Hold this trash. Thanks.
I'll hold the Ocho.
Thank you. I have to open this bag.
The ocean mist is so refreshing. James, how you doing? Who won't KRIS or Penelope? Because I feel like KRIS is going to take the title from Shida. She's the only one that beat her one-on-one in the past. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do.
It's going to be Baker.
I still think it's going to be Baker. But, you know, there's a lot of things they could do. Clark says, Steven Seagal, lots of hate on his acting, but he does his own stunts. Yeah, he does. He was, I always used to watch all of his movies. He was good. He was one of my favorites. Watching his movies was awesome. Observing stuff, yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like him, but I loved him. Some people, like my friend who has a bipolar disorder, has a very good control over his emotions, maybe because he has plenty of practice. Yeah.
Oh, Kris Statlander won the match.
Yeah, Statlander won.
By the way, just sorry, I don't know if you...
Oh, who won? Who won? See, I read it as who won't. Which is what it said. She murdered that trash bag. Look, and Lewis got stopped for saying she murdered that trash bag. Maven, basically says, Maven, I really want you all to take care of the trash and stuff, but maybe not on stream.
Well, there need to be a bag in there, trash.
Yeah, because we loved hearing the...
Well, clearly Lewis did. She murdered that trash bag.
Yeah. I think that we should have a new champion for the TNT title, to be honest. 10 is good. I wouldn't mind seeing him win. If he won, that'd be cool.
I think it would be really cool for the Brody, the video that they showed at the Brody thing. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Try Dark Order.
Oh, Mrs. Gleen. Observing stuff, look at my profile picture. I am a blue cube.
You not joining Dark Order or nah? He's on an 8-match winning streak. Join Dark Order. Okay. I didn't ever realize, bro, his mask says 10.
Yeah.
Why am I... Duh.
How can you work out with arms, without arms and legs? Do some sit-ups.
I legitimately don't understand. How did I never notice that his mask was 10?
Yeah.
I'm stupid.
Where have you been?
I don't know. Clearly not paying attention.
Sting doesn't have a bat. Observing stuff is going to turn away and not watch this.
Oh, man. The one time Observing Stuff tunes in to see Sting with a bat, he doesn't have it.
Observing Stuff's tuned in just for Sting's bat point, and it didn't happen.
Darby went, all out with the paint last week, and this week he was like, nah, I'm not really feeling it. Let me just smear some crap on my face.
Lewis says, guys, double check that you hit that thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. We would appreciate it.
He had that mask for months, Maven. Thank you, John Lee.
Miro reaction
just-
clip. Are you going to pull it up?
I just don't pay attention.
Clark, the 70s is my favorite decade of music. I also want to find more wrestling matches from the
Uh-oh.
70s. There's some
Miro
good stuff that
snapped.
happened in the 70s.
Uh-oh. That sounded rough.
Come on, mate. Maybe he meant the only match in the cage. I don't know, because he's been promoted, and then... Oh. I love you, man. Sting didn't bring the bat.
I forgive
0 out of 10
you.
show. It's the worst show. Who don't have arms and legs?
Oh, never
Observing
mind.
stuff.
Oh, never mind.
Observing stuff doesn't have arms or legs.
Miro!
That's
Miro! He just smashed
I'm
his
hearing your
arm in
clip.
the
Oh,
door.
great.
That's
Yes.
great. Well, it's okay. It's just us. It's just us. Good. Well, that probably sucks, though, if we had it on over
Yeah.
us. I'm sorry.
You don't hear the show, do you?
No.
With the show plan? That's weird.
Well, sorry about that. I feel like SU might break up next week. They're not fighting for the titles next week, are they? I'm gonna sneeze. Okay.
They could be breaking up.
I think they are. When they fight the Young Bucks, and it's the title match or whatever, yeah, they're absolutely breaking up. But I think it's gonna happen at Double or Nothing.
That reminds me of the show The Oblongs. I don't remember that show.
No, just the clip. So that's weird. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
why.
weird. I'll probably have to change some settings in the thing.
Yes, I have arms. and
Still
legs.
learning the new setup here, so that's probably part of it. Yes, I have arms and legs. What? I thought you were just a blue box. Oh, interesting. That's cool.
And he's always on TNT
I
again.
wonder if they're going to bring back what's-his-face, too. Is he still alive?
I don't know.
I can't remember what his name is.
Sonny.
Yeah, Sonny, that's it. Are they bringing him back, too?
I don't
To
know.
manage? That's crazy. That'd be crazy. Of course, he's probably dead, so...
No, he's not dead.
No, he's still alive. They could bring him back to manage him. Little WCW nostalgia there.
Oh, that was a typo. I meant to say I'm a floating cube. They just
No, they're
shook the
in
camera.
the elimination four-way tag. Yeah.
Sorry, I need to not do that.
Clark, when I think 70 wrestlers, I think Under the Giant, Ric Flair, Bob Backlund, Superstar Billy Graham, and I missed Rocky Johnson. There's another. The Wild Samoans were then in that time frame. Cowboy Bob Orton, Pat Patterson.
Number 10, number 10, number 10, number 10. Stick with us in picture-in-picture.
If he wins, does -1 come out?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think he's winning, though. He's not taking the title.
Coming up next, fighting.
Has anyone tried cookies and cream Twix? No. The question is, are you a female or male cube? Doesn't matter. It's just a blob.
No cavities! Crest.
Dusty Rhodes, Terry Funk. Yeah, there's two more. Two more.
Crest.
Or a Rubik's X Cube.
Ray and Dom need to be the first father-son WWE champs. If not, I will be very upset with them.
I am a male cube. I just had a moment. Not sure what kind of moment, but
Oh, man.
Darren, the actual patient.
Not an actor.
Jared, actual patient. Jordan, actual patient. I'm not a Rubik's Cube. That's too complicated.
I've never been able to figure out how to do a Rubik's Cube.
Observatory stuff is
I mean,
just a blob.
clearly I know how to do a Rubik's Cube, but I've never been able to like make it all line up, you know? I'm not that talented.
I get one side.
I can't even get that.
The
I can't even get like
the
two lined up.
9-year-old said she did it.
Really?
But really what she did, she just took the little stickers off and put them all together.
Off and put them back on.
Lots like to jokingly say Hulk Hogan ripped off his character from Superstar Billy Graham. I think Hogan pulled a little bit of his character from a little bit of everything.
I think the thing about it is, no matter who you are, where you are, what you have, like, in the wrestling business, at this point in time, it's very hard to have, like, an original thing because everything's been done, you know? So it's really hard, like, you can take, like, bits and bobs from everywhere, but, you know, it's a once in a blue moon thing that somebody comes up with an original idea.
Yeah.
You know?
I support LGBTQR. So do we, Lewis. I could never solve that thing. I could get 2 sides and that's it. Well, that's one more side than I could get.
Wonder when The Rock's daughter will finally debut. She had knee surgery, didn't she? She had, like, a 3rd knee surgery or something like that, and it was, like, that's not great.
Now the Whippet solved that. Yeah, the Whippet. You go. Are you talking about the thing where you go, or what are we talking about here?
I don't know.
I think we're talking about I think it's Bop It, isn't it? Or am I wrong?
That's Bop It. That's
I'm not sure what the Whippet is. What the crap's the Whippet?
Pull it. Pull it.
There's a pattern to rearranging the colors. Yeah, Johnny Lee, but I can't figure it out. The Whippet!
Oh, Spinebuster. Yeah! Sorry, that might have been a little loud. That's a Bop It, Mr. G.
Oh, my bad.
Told you.
That's the cousin of the Whippet.
Oh, Splat!
The 9-year-old showed how clever they were with the peeling off of the stickers. I don't get how Paul Heyman didn't want RVD to leave ECW for WCW, yet never made him ECW champion. Well, if you go listen to the story, there's a lot of backstory to it. You missed the joke. The R is for Rubik's. Oh, in the LGBTQR? Yeah.
You
That's
totally said it wrong.
LGBTQR? Well, I don't remember how he put it. What do you? I mean, I'd have to go back and look.
LGBTQ.
Yeah, and then he had an R in there.
Yeah.
What do you have there? Was the R at the end? My bad.
Fujiwara armbar. Oh.
Whippet is a thing people use to get high. You missed the joke. Oh, I did Whippet. Whippets in the 90s. We now have merchandise. So if anybody wants it, you can get some. Whippets is how it's spelled or something. Interesting.
Oh, back into the Fujiwara armbar.
I missed it too. Some things just come right at me and they go like this. They go. Are you all going to do blood and guts predictions or no? No, probably not.
Well, I mean, we could.
Probably not.
The end of the show.
Probably not.
Well, not like predictions like...
Probably not.
Not like predictions like...
Probably not.
Oh my gosh, would you stop? Not like predictions for predictions champion, but we could like talk about it at the end of the show.
I'm going to predict there's going to be some winners and some losers.
Okay, cool. You're no fun.
I'm going to predict it's going to be a good show.
Me too.
That's my prediction.
Oh, into the barricade.
A Raw power advantage. Back into the ring apron.
Snazzy, I predict Gilbert wins. Sting's on the outside, staring down Preston Vance. What's up with this face paint, man? Why do both of them look like it's so faint? Like, did they, like, run out of paint or what? Because, like, look at Darby's face. Like, he put no effort in this week. Last week it was, like, over the top great, and this week he was, like, just not feeling it, you know?
Clark says in the 80s, Bret Hart and Bad News Allen had a ladder match in Stampede Wrestling. That's a match I got to see when I come across it.
Whoa!
Oh!
Just took them out. AEW! AEW! AEW!
I think 10 probably took the brunt of that because it looked like he... I predict the Edge will be there. Yes! He's going to be there. Has there ever been a bad Dynamite? I don't think there's been a bad one, but there have been a couple that have been kind of, you know, not as good as others.
Yeah. Oh, Ethan Page. Ethan Page came out and threw Darby into the thing and threw him into the ring. Almost 2 hours and not one bat point.
That's because they lost the bat last week or a couple weeks ago.
Preston Vince.
I'm sorry,
Preston
if
Vince.
Sting doesn't point that bat, I am going to leave them a comment.
Dude, why are you wasting time? Get him up and kill him.
My friend used to live not that far
was
away
nice.
from Bad News Allen. Interesting. Almost 2 hours and not one bat point. Yes, yes.
Oh, that was so close. That was about a 2.5.
2.5. Wait, it'd be 2.5. Wait, no, I think I had it the right for.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2.5.
Yeah.
He's going for the full Nelson. Oh.
I shared the show, guys. Thanks, James. We appreciate that.
No. What are you
there's a
doing?
song
What are you
called
doing?
It's Sting.
What are you doing?
I just learned that. Interesting.
He ripped the mask. Darby.
He just flipped them off!
Oh, he's got it. He's got the full Nelson. What is he doing? Ten is just ragdolling him. Oh, one.
His shoulder was up!
What the freakity freak, bro? Why didn't you just let go of the hold? I was really rooting for you, man. I was really rooting for you.
Why do you think Bubba...
You biffed that, bro.
Why do you think Baby
You
Ray
biffed
Daylo
it.
did it better as a singles competitor in TNA than in WWE? A lot of it has to do with booking. OMG, it's gotta be Sting!
That blindside assault.
You tried to rip my mask off? Now I'm gonna kill you.
That was a good match.
He ripped his mask, but he showed it respect. I know. I'm gonna tear your mask off, but I love you, man. That's kind of like the Miro incident. I forgive you.
Oh, it's Ethan Page. It's Ethan Page. Oh, it's Scorpio Sky around? It's Scorpio Sky. Oh, Sting was going to talk? Dark Order was like, yeah, we're not helping you now.
Sorry, I'm back. Interviewing for a job at Lowe's in North Carolina. Cool, cool. Good luck, Scott.
Dude, just like... Oh, the heel lock. Stuck on Sting.
Here's a question.
Who's saving them?
No, is Sting gonna bring somebody else in? Oh, he doesn't need to.
Archer. It's Archer. Now, here's Preston Vance. He's like, I'm gonna let you guys get beat up for a minute. Like, I need a minute. I need a minute to breathe. But I need to breathe. I gotta breathe. You gotta hold on there, man. They smile and they point.
Has Jake lost weight?
I don't know.
8.5 out of 10. I would say probably an 8 or an 8.5. This was a good show.
Spoiler alert.
No bat points. There were no bat points. Generally, 10's shoulders were upright. I thought his right shoulder was up. I don't think, I didn't think he had, I didn't think he got pinned. I was kind of shocked at the fact that but the ref couldn't see it. So, it is what it is. So recapping, 0 out of 10, lack of bat points.
Oh, we have another clip from Mrs. G. I'll have to watch that later.
I think that was me when I was like doing the things coming at me and going,
no, it's
over my head.
What the freakity freak, bro.
Oh.
That's me, not you.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Jake's on oxygen. Yeah, well, he was. I don't know if he still is, but he looked like he's lost some weight. Lost a little bit of weight.
He's in bad shape. Yeah,
he is in bad shape. I don't think he's as bad as he was. So I think I think he's gotten better.
But not,
Yeah, but still not where he needs to be.
Yeah.
Watching Queen of the South now. All right, James. Cool.
All
right, so the show opens. They have Hangman Page coming out for his match with Brian Cage.
Going to a crack. Oh, man.
So, Brian Cage, Hangman Page.
Brian Cage, Hangman Page.
Cage versus Page.
I don't know why that was so funny. But
Hangman Page is now probably not going to be the #1 contender.
No, I don't think so. He took the L, which was really surprising because I didn't think he was going to lose. He's been on a winning streak, and so I was very surprised.
Yeah.
Very, very, very.
I was too, because I thought we were
surprised.
kind of headed Hangman Page down the road being...
I think we're trying to, because Christian Cage hasn't lost like any of his matches, and so if Brian Cage gets a couple wins, I don't know, it'll be a match between the two of them, maybe, and then that'll be like who for his
Cage
#1
versus
contender.
Cage in a cage match.
To sort of, they're like holding off doing the Adam Page thing maybe for a little bit.
Yeah. Could be.
They're gonna try and maybe do Christian Cage and Omega next. I don't know.
What the beep? It cut to black on me after the save. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Ivan, how you doing? Who won the main event? Darby Allin won.
Yeah.
Do you think TNA back then were bad for rehashing gimmicks and storylines from Monday Night Wars? I don't think so. I think, it's just, if you can do it, it's good. As long as you make a good story out of it.
My pepper spray came today. No tests needed. Yeah.
Well, Lewis, we're glad you didn't test it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
So, glad you're doing okay.
So,
with not testing out your pepper spray.
So Brian Cage won. That was that. It's cool. We have the Bullet Club limo. We have Kenny, who's mad and really upset that Moxley and Kingston drove and struck into the trailer and tried to... Probably their intentions were to kill us. I mean, because why else would they have driven a truck into our trailer? Those mother fathers!
Yeah.
I kid you not, that's what he said. You didn't hear the promo, but he said, you mother fathers.
Well, that's because he probably was told don't use the other word.
Yes, but it was really funny and it really made me laugh. And this was a promo where he said something about what the hell or why the hell or something to hell, and the baby was like, "Why did he just say?"
Yeah.
And that was this promo. Kenny says that Eddie Kingston wants to wrestle.
Can wrestle Nakazawa tonight.
Well, he wants to wrestle Kenny Omega, but he's not getting Kenny Omega. He's getting Michael Nakazawa instead.
Yeah. Their
personal assistant.
Yeah.
And limo driver. And then Nakazawa, there's this honking of the horn, and they're like all freaking out, like, what is that? What is it? They're coming after us again. And Nakazawa goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I hit the wrong button. My bad." And that was when Kenny was like, "Yeah, you're fighting Kingston tonight."
I hit the wrong button because I didn't realize the horn was right here.
So that was that. Cage's wrestler, just too many kicks. But see, now you gotta be specific. Which Cage we talking about? Because there's two Cages.
Yes.
Christian Cage or Brian Cage. I don't think it's Brian Cage. It might be Christian Cage.
Could be.
I don't, but you gotta be...
Hashtag give women's wrestling a chance.
I'm gonna have to listen to that Mickie James interview because I saw a couple tweets from a couple different people that were kind of like, huh? WWE? What? So I'm going to have to listen to that when we're done here because I'm going to have to listen to that when we're done here because I'm really curious to see what else she said about them and the women's wrestling stuff. So, yeah. We then get the Young Bucks versus Mike and Matt Seidel. I thought this was a good match. I like this. I like the Young Bucks. I think they're doing a phenomenal job. I think that they really work well as heels.
Yes, what they're doing as heels is awesome. Like I said, they've carried it over onto Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, you know, people are like, well, you're just being a jerk and all this stuff. And it's like, dude, get the gimmick. They're carrying their gimmick over into the Twitter realm, kind of like MJF does.
Which I think is really cool, and like I said, I really like how they're handling stuff. I like how over the top and like over exaggerated they are about things, and like how they like make fun of stuff. Like I find it really funny, and I like the little digs at whatever it may be that they're poking fun at. I think it's funny. So they're accompanied to the ring by Don Callis. They get the win. Matt Jackson hits a low blow on Mike Seidel, I think, and then they hit the BTE trigger and they get the victory.
Yes. Good match.
I like this a lot.
And the Young Bucks just make people that are watching are going, God, I hate them even more.
Yeah, they have a new T-shirt that says "You love to hate us" or "You love to hate the Young Bucks" or something like that. And it's got their faces on it with their hats and their earrings and stuff and all this new stuff. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Cool. SCU comes out after this, and they're like, you guys are just a bunch of fools now. You're just being a bunch of jerks, and you're like, we don't like you, okay? You two, we were really excited to fight our friends, the Young Bucks, but you two, you were not our friends. That's not the same Young Bucks that we know.
Yes.
But we are the number one contenders. We don't have to wait much longer for a tag team title match. We will beat you and take your titles. We're going to hit you where it hurts. And that's what we're left with.
Yep.
So, SCU is going to break up. I think they're going to wait and do the match at Double or Nothing. And I think that SCU it's going to be their final, like, farewell thing as a tag team. Because I think they're losing.
I think they're going to lose, but... And I think they'll split up for a while. But I think eventually they're going to get back together.
I think they're going to break up because I think... I don't necessarily think...
The thing is, they've been, even, like, when the entire SCU is together, like, I'm surprised they've split all of them up.
Well, Sky is off doing the Ethan Page thing. Kaz and Daniels... Daniels is a backstage producer. And that's what he's been doing. And so I think that he could just continue doing that.
Well,
I don't know what Kaz is doing. I don't know if he's on board as like a producer or what. But I'm sure that they could find something for him to do backstage, have him around to help train people.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what they want to do. Maybe Christopher Daniels is, not wanting. Christopher Daniels is like 50 years old.
Yeah.
So I mean, maybe he's like looking to sort of not retire, but just take a break. Just because he's been doing this for so long.
And because he's older. I mean, he is a little older, so I think.
How old is he? 50? I think he's 50.
Yeah, I think we looked this up last time. I think he's somewhere around there.
I think he's 50. He's 51.
51, yeah. So I mean, yeah, I can see him kind of. I could see him kind of going away from doing the regular.
Kazarian is 43.
Yeah, I could see him going away from doing that stuff and wanting to do more of the backstage stuff. Mm-hmm. And so splitting them up wouldn't be bad. Yeah. Guys, I'm going to Hawaii in 2 months. Well, that sounds like fun, James. SCU will win the title. I don't think they're going to win it. I always wondered, is Hawaii an island or part of the mainland? I don't think so.
So, yeah. That's what I think they're going to do with SCU.
Yeah.
We have Orange Cassidy versus Penta. I really liked this. I thought this was, really well done. I like Alex, what's his face, and how the involvement he has with Penta. I think it's cool. Trent was really funny on the outside. I thought it was a really good match.
Yeah.
Thought everything looked good. I thought it was entertaining.
Well, again, it's everything. It's about telling the stories, and everything that they have done has been interesting. And even these side stories. Mm-hmm. And this is why I prefer AEW over anything that WWE is doing, Because first off, there's a little bit of every type of. I mean, you've got the big guys that are just going to kill you and destroy you.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of comedy thrown in here. You've got a little bit of the high flying stuff. And so AEW's got a little bit of everything. So if people are considering like complain about AEW, if you can't find something that's decent on AEW, then you're not a true wrestling. Like you don't really care about wrestling at all.
Yeah.
Because there's something there
For everyone.
for everybody.
Which is really nice. It's
Yeah.
really fun.
And then this is one of those matches that you know, I know a lot of people don't like Orange Cassidy because he does the hands in the pocket thing. And at first I didn't like him, but I've kind of started to, you know, change my tune on him. I think I like the stuff he does. And tonight I thought was good. I'm waiting to see someone rip, like, when he was in the hold with
Pocket out.
Yeah, with Penta.
I think they have done a spot where they
I'm
were
waiting
just
for
pocket out.
someone
I think they did
to-
something like that with Jericho, but I think they could do it again.
Yeah. I'm waiting for someone just to rip it out and like, when he goes to do someone just goes and doesn't let it happen.
So Orange Cassidy got the win. I think this made sense based on what they did last week because Penta beat up Trent or whatever, hit him with a microphone. So essentially what happened was Trent threw Orange Cassidy the microphone. Cassidy hit Penta in the face. He got the pin. That was cool. We had a Britt Baker promo. She said that she did what she said she was going to do. She's now the top of the
ratings?
the ratings, the rankings, the ratings, the whatever you want to call it. And she challenges Shida.
Yes.
So.
And then she said Shida later.
Shida later. I think Baker's winning the title.
Yes.
I think that it's the most logical thing. I think it makes
I agree.
sense. And I think they need to do it. And I think putting the title on her, not putting the title on her, I think would be a mistake.
Well, I don't know that it's a
Like
mistake,
if they don't put the title on her, I legitimately have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know where they're going with stuff.
Yes.
If they don't put the title on her. I think it's the only thing that makes sense at this point.
Yeah, I agree. I wonder what the fallout will be since Rich Swann lost the title tomorrow night. Well, Kenny Omega's supposed to start being on both shows. So I'm sure that he'll be there. He's born in Palm Springs. I will be there Saturday, Frankie Kazarian's hometown. Interesting. Alex Abrahantes.
Abrahantes,
Did I say that right?
I was going to say, I always butcher his last name.
So, yeah.
So, yeah. We had the Inner Circle and Pinnacle Parlay. Spears starts it off, says, Sammy, you haven't had any matches recently. You're going into this match blind. You haven't done anything on shows for the last 7 months. Good luck with that, buddy. Sammy then gets on the mic and says, you're worried about me? You should be worried about yourself because you're a failure. You've been a failure here in AEW, and you were a failure in your last company. So, you should be worried about yourself, not me. Sammy says that he will be willing to start the match and begin the match, the Blood and Guts match next week or whatever. He will go in first. The Pinnacle is getting the advantage. I don't know what that means, but they're getting...
They get the second wrestler to come in first.
What?
So they come out, they start out, there's 2, and then every 2 minutes someone else comes in. Or every 5 minutes, something like that.
2 minutes, I think, is what it is. So, like, they
So
get two
it'll be
people
2-on-1
for the beginning of the match.
at some point in time. No, because it'll be 1-on-1 to start
okay.
with, and then someone comes in 2 minutes later.
Well, yeah, but isn't that the way the entire match works?
Yes, but you're going to have... The advantage is you start out, you're going to have 2-on-1 at the beginning. So you're going to have the advantage, and then you'll have 3-on-2, and then you'll have 4-on-3. So the advantage is going to be the team that has their person come out first.
Got it. So do they, like, alternate, like?
Yeah.
So it's like a Jericho guy comes out, and then an MJF guy comes out, and then a Jericho guy comes out, and until they're all in the ring?
Yeah.
Okay, that makes more sense. Sorry, I just had a minute there where nothing made sense. So yeah, they get the advantage. FTR gets on the mic, talks to Santana and Ortiz. Cash calls him soft, and Dax tells them that they should tell their kids they love them because they're not coming home next week after Blood and Guts. We have MJF and Jericho then, who They have it's numbers. You'll have to draw our picture, Mr. G. Yeah, thanks.
So it's like War Games. Yes, I mean, that's what it is. It's War Games. That's basically what it is.
So then we have Jericho and MJF. MJF says that he's going to take Jericho's spot after next week. He thanks Jericho for all that he's done for AEW, but he's like, yeah, I'll give it to you. Like, yeah, you are the reason that people came here to watch this show in the first place. Because you're Jericho and you're a household name. But every time you're on this show, you're taking away a spot from one of the other people that's on the show, you know. And now it's time for you to go. So MJF, I'm taking your crown. That's what he said. Jericho then is like, well, look, dude, everything I've done thus far has gotten me here.
Yep.
Hager has been, you like want to call us a bunch of nobodies? Like Hager has had my back since day one. You guys have like known each other what, 3 months?
And you call yourself a team.
And you call yourself a team? We've been together for like over a year.
Yep.
Hager has had my back. Santana and Ortiz and Sammy are some of the best in the world who weren't being featured, and I brought them in and made them, you know, like they joined in a circle, and that made them who they are, and they're these big stars now. You know? We're family, bro. You guys are nobodies. and that was that. It was a really good promo. It was really exciting.
Excellent promo.
I thought it was really good.
Excellent promo. It was awesome. I love what they did.
I did too.
Great what they did.
I thought it was really, really, really good.
Edwin, how you doing? If you saw NXT last night, there's a teaser that something is coming to the black and gold brand, and it's called the Diamond Mine. Yes, we did see that.
Yep.
Did see that.
I can't visualize numbers in my head either. Yeah, I'm just not good with numbers at all. Like math, not my strong suit.
Lewis says we all have brain farts, Maven. It happens to the best. It happens to me.
No, it's just math.
It happens to me 10 or 12 times a day.
It's just math, though.
I have a brain fart.
Math really messes with my head. I can't do math.
May 30th there, easily lifting restrictions and no mask wearing outside. Well, congratulations. We're setting ourselves up for major issues.
So, after that, we have Eddie Kingston who comes to the ring. Nakazawa is already out there. He's in a chair. He's on the computer. Kingston comes out and says, look, I don't want to fight you. Omega comes out, and he's on the stage. Kingston gets in the ring. Nakazawa hits Kingston with a laptop. Did that make sense? Nakazawa hit Kingston. Yes, that made sense. Nakazawa hit Kingston with a laptop, but Kingston hits him with a spinning back fist. And then Nakazawa is down because, you know, Kingston beat him up, and Kingston put his foot in a chair and was like, if you don't get in this ring and fight me, Kenny, I'm breaking his leg. And Kenny goes,
go ahead.
He knew what he knew what he signed up for.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Break his ankle. I don't care.
And then he said, you forget. You forget, man. We've got more than one stooge. Okay? He calls for Brandon Cutler to come out. Brandon Cutler falls on the floor and is all like, oh. And
so my question, you know, with that.
What?
Was that a jab at WWE?
Why? For what?
With the whole Nia...
Oh, the slipping and falling?
Yeah.
Well, I think he got beat up by Moxley.
Well, that's possible, but, like, he stayed down and, like, stumbled around like he was, like, dead or something, and, like... So I was wondering if that wasn't kind of a little bit of a jab at WWE for doing their...
Stupid thing?
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. You got me.
How are y'all states doing? I mean, we're okay, I guess. I mean, we still got some numbers
the same.
Need to be lower.
So yeah, Moxley ended up beating up Omega from behind, threw him in the ring, and then Omega had his ankle wedged in the chair, and they're like, Callis, give us a match against Omega and Nakazawa next week. Give us a tag match, or we break his leg. And Callis was like, fine, you've got it, you can have the match.
So next week we get Kingston and Moxley against Nakazawa and Omega. Would you have ever thought that you would see Nakazawa and Omega team up in a match against Kingston and Moxley?
No. It wouldn't have been where my mind went first. No.
I think that's crazy, man. I think just the fact that they are doing that, I think it's just crazy.
Yeah.
There's rumors that AEW is going on Friday, but I don't think so.
I've also heard rumors that AEW is going to Monday, AEW is going to Saturday, AEW is going to Tuesday. No, I haven't heard anything about AEW going to Tuesday.
Here is your rumor.
I've heard about AEW going to every other day of the week except Tuesday. That's what I've heard.
They have another hour show coming somewhere down the road soon. Just hasn't been finalized. There's no date out there, so it's one of those things that it's going to happen. There is another hour-long show coming.
I think that John Ellman that
on a different day
that AEW's moving because of hockey or whatever.
Well, the thing is like with all the rumors, all these rumors are out there. It could be people hearing things about the new show that they're going to be having, and so Friday. I can't see them doing it Friday unless they do it from like 10 to 11. Or, 9 to 10 after SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they'll try and compete with SmackDown. I would think that you would see it like a Saturday.
Yeah. They have enough wrestlers.
Yeah.
I think that they could do... I would really like to see them do a show on Saturday. I think that a weekend wrestling show, because there isn't really one... I mean, Ring of Honor's on Sundays, but how many people really watch Ring of Honor at this point?
MLW is now on Saturdays too, but it's like in the middle of the afternoon.
So I think that having like AEW on a Saturday would be cool.
Yeah.
No,
not in a million years, Mr. G. It is crazy. They have enough wrestlers. They do. They got enough wrestlers to do things. And the thing is, they bring in people from outside all the time. So, this would be a way to bring in some of those people and give them the shot on live TV and not YouTube. Mm-hmm. A chance to be out there with in front of, not just the audience in the arena, but actual live audience watching on TV. Mm-hmm. MLW has a day. Yes, they're going to be on Saturdays at like noon Eastern.
On Vice.
On Vice.
I didn't know that.
It was actually put out, I think, yesterday. So they're going to be on noon Eastern on Saturdays, and I believe it starts. I want to say it starts this week.
Neat.
But I could be wrong on that.
So we had Taz backstage with Tony Schiavone. Christian interrupts Taz. He tells Taz, keep sending his goons one by one because Christian Cage is just going to keep knocking him down. We got Kris Statlander versus Penelope Ford. I thought this was another decent match. I liked it. Like I said earlier, I think Penelope Ford is really underused. I think she's really underrated. I think people disregard her for whatever reason, and I don't understand it because I think she is a really good wrestler. I think that keeping her with Kip, I think, has sort of held her back. But I also don't think that they've really done as much as they could with Kip Sabian either. Yeah. So I think that she should be featured more. I think she should be on more and used in a more prominent role in the women's stuff. Yeah.
I agree. I think that she is good. But I think the AEW's women's roster, I think now that everybody's starting to get healthy and starting to come back, I think you'll see more of them on Dynamite, and whenever they decide to start this new show, I think you'll see more women's matches on there too. I know that Lewis said that they're on Dark and Elevation, features a lot of women's matches, and they do feature a lot of women's matches, and again, it's one of those things that they give them the opportunity to get out and shine, and they, everybody gets to take a look at them and see what they are, and see how they're doing, and then go from there.
Yeah.
Let's see here. They better feature more women. Well, like I said, James, a 2-hour show, it makes it tough to really feature a lot, especially when you're trying to tell stories. Mm-hmm. I think WWE tries to put too many people in too many spots, and rather than tell stories, they try to focus on their main characters, and they don't focus on a good story and put it out there. And so when they do that, I think it makes it tough. Yeah.
So Kris Statlander won. I'm cool with that. I think we're trying to build her back up.
How you doing, Raymond?
With her coming back. So that's cool. We then had QT Marshall, Nick Comoroto, and Aaron Solo versus Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and Billy Gunn. Anthony Ogogo punched Billy and Lee Johnson in the stomach behind the referee's back. This caused QT Marshall to get the pin on Lee Johnson. After, we had COMOROTO who hit Dustin with the cowbell. And then Colton and Austin Gunn came out and attacked QT. QT, left, went back to the bus that they came in on. And Cody was in there, beat him up. They climbed to the top. And so, next week we're getting Cody Rhodes versus QT Marshall at Blood and Guts.
The only thing I don't like about what happened there is I wish they would have thrown QT Marshall off the bus or something. Mm-hmm. I think that just would have been better. You know, I think that would have been a lot cooler. But other than that, I like this match. I like what they did with it. Mm-hmm. Everything that happened with it, I thought was good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I thought it was well done. I mean, though tonight there wasn't a match, I didn't think it wasn't a well done, or even and in the promos too. I mean, everything was done really good with everything they did.
I think even though we were already going to watch next week's show, right? I think what they did tonight made me want to see next week's Blood and Guts episode more. And I think that was the point, is to it really catch people and make them come back for next week's show, which I think they did it. I think they did a phenomenal job of that tonight.
Yeah.
Of making people want to come back next week, especially with the specifically the Blood and Guts match, the Pinnacle and the Inner Circle. I think they did a really good job of making people want to come back next week.
Yeah, and that's just it. I mean, that's
based on the segment that they did.
So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that because most people go, well, God, it's QT Marshall, Nick, the whole COMOROTO, the Aaron Solo, the Dustin Rose, Lee Johnson, Billy Gunn, probably look at this and go, well, this just sucks, mm-hmm. right? But with the storytelling that they're doing, I think it makes it interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people, it's something to stick around and watch, even if it's not the big stars.
Yeah.
That are doing it.
Absolutely. So next week we're getting Kenny Omega and Michael Nakazawa versus Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston. We are getting Dr. Britt Baker in action. We are getting Cody and QT Marshall. We are getting SCU versus Jurassic Express versus the Varsity Blondes versus the Acclaimed in a 4-way tag match. And we're getting the Blood and Guts match. I'm assuming the Blood and Guts match is going to take up the whole second hour.
Probably. By the way, I was not the only one that thought the only match next week was going to be the Blood and Guts, because Tony Khan, I'm pretty sure, had come out and said that was going to be the only match.
That might have been what they were planning on, but I think logistically doing a 2-hour match, I just don't know how that would be possible.
Well, and I'm cool with the changes.
Even with something like the Blood and Guts thing, where you're going to have these sort of couple-minute intervals in between to get people out. I think that it would have just logistically been really hard to do.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with them doing an hour.
Yeah.
And not the 2.
I agree. That's I'm cool with that. I don't have any issues with it. It's just one of those things that they had, talked about this being the only match. Yeah, James. Maybe I agree. Keeping her with Kip is keeping her back. Yes. What went wrong with Ryback? I don't know, Clark. I mean, I think it's one of those things that.
What went bad with Ryback? His attitude.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's a lot of them. Lewis, sorry for talking so much. Hello, I'm in a good mood tonight. I did mention I'm bipolar.
It's all good, dude. The chat keeps the chat moving. It's all good. You want to talk?
Just keep it going.
Type
Lewis.
away. Go ahead, dude. Yeah. We don't mind.
The more chat you do, the better statistics we get.
Maven, I agree. Keeping her with Kip is keeping her back. Yeah, I think that's the big thing with Penelope Ford. I think that is. I think Kip is sort of holding her back. So I would sort of maybe try to stay clear of that.
Buffering bad. Well, Ray, we're showing up good here. It's not us.
Yeah.
This time it's not us.
Yeah. May 12th, we are getting Jon Maxley versus Yuji Nagata
for the IWGP United States Championship. If you didn't know, Yuji Nagata wrestled in WCW.
WCW on TNT.
Yes.
Years ago, and he's back. I think it's really cool that they're doing this, and nobody expected this. Twitter, when I went to Twitter right after they announced it, everybody's like, "What?" even I went, what? I think that's a really big deal, and I think it's really cool that they're doing this match on there. I
It is
definitely
cool,
wasn't
but
expecting
let me ask
it.
you this. Doesn't this show how AEW does a really good job of keeping things quiet?
Well, yeah, absolutely, because I just, and I don't know how long they've been planning this, if this is just maybe a last-minute thing. They were like, oh, we want to throw this on the card. They were like, hey, we need Moxley to defend the title. Like, I don't know. But I think that it's really cool that they're doing it, especially on a Dynamite. I think you're going to pull in some of those, like, New Japan fans over here, you know, type
Yeah.
you know, stuff. And I think that it'll be cool to see.
I agree. But it's like I said. I think that again, it's what AEW has done with keeping things quiet, keeping things kind of on the lowdown with everything, and then like I mean, you think about Christian Cage, right?
Uh-huh.
The only hint we got was that there's going to be a Hall of Fame caliber person coming, and that's what you got.
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel if it was some other organizations, you would have known who it was.
Yeah. So I think it's really cool that they're doing it.
But with what AEW has done and keeping everything quiet, when they talk about something big or someone big coming, people are going to have to tune in if they want to see it happen live. Otherwise, you know, they're going to have to wait till after it happens to see it. And they can always speculate and go, well, I knew it was going to be them. But there, you know, like with Christian Cage, there was a lot of speculation on who it was going to be. And, you know, it came out of nowhere as far as like who it definitely was, you know. So yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that I think it's one of those things that it keeps people interested and it makes you have to come back and have to watch. So then we had the Kip Sabian and Miro, and you know, incident. I don't even know what to call this. Because we knew what was going to happen. I love, you know, they show Kip. I need to talk to Miro. Comes in, and basically Miro just kicks the crap out of him. And in the end, says, we're good. We're good. That was a good talk. Thanks for coming in. And so yeah, I thought Miro. I had a feeling Miro was going to do this.
Yeah, I think it was. Okay, well, I wasn't necessarily thinking that he was going to be all like, hey, we're still buddies. I thought they were just going to be like, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the matches on Dynamite. Yeah, I mean, that's just it. They're putting some of this stuff out on Dynamite where people can see it. And it makes people want to go, okay, when they have a pay-per-view, let's go check it out.
So, yeah, Kip's arm is slamming the door. I'm sure we're going to play out this whole injury thing. Like he's injured or whatever.
So let me ask you, do they bring someone else in? Does Kip go, well, you know, Miro, I'm not very happy with you, but I can't do anything about it right now because my arm's broke, so I'm going to bring someone in to, like, destroy you?
Nah, I don't think so. I think Kip's just going to go along with it and go, what the crap, dude? And then finally, like, Miro's going to snap again. Kip's going to do something else, and Miro's going to snap again, and then finally Kip is going to be like, what the heck? Like, bro, this is twice now you've beat the crap out of me? And are like, we're still friends. Good talk.
So
like, what's your deal, bro?
Which is good, because, I mean, maybe that's...
Like, I'm going to... Your face in, okay? Just back... Like, what? You know, I think we're probably going to get that.
But this is how we get a crazy Miro.
The
character change.
I definitely like the direction we're going more than what we've already previously done, and I know you said that's from the very beginning. Just be patient, just like
be patient.
But I did not like what they did with him initially. I think what they did with him initially was a waste of time, and we could have just
no, it wasn't because the whole thing set up what happened tonight.
I understand
the whole thing
that.
Set up the character change for
prior
tonight,
to
or what's
tonight.
been happening.
I think everything that has happened. For me personally, has been a waste of time and has not been very, 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 very good, okay? I don't think that Miro has been the best that he possibly can be in AEW, like we know Miro can be. With that being said, I like what we did tonight. I like the direction we're going with this. I'm really intrigued to see what we do. I will say that. I'm gonna in the face.
I laughed so hard when Miro said that. Yeah, the thing is I said give this time. Miro would make something work. I said give this time. Let's see where this goes. Everybody's like, well, I don't like this at all. What they did with him when he came in, I think was excellent. He obviously wanted to do something like that. Mm-hmm. So they did it.
That's cool.
And
I'm cool with that. I have no problem.
I think part of it was he wanted to see what kind of reception he was going to get.
But the thing
and
is,
he might have known what kind of reception he was going to get. And he did it on purpose.
Okay. Because
now we're going to see the Psycho Miro come out.
That's cool. And maybe the point was to make people really excited when the Psycho Miro came out because he'd been doing such crap stuff.
Miro has got to leave Kip and Ford. I think he will.
I don't think what he was doing prior to tonight was his best work. I just don't think it was. So I think that turning him in this direction, changing his entire thing, but still being like, Kip, we're buddies, type of thing. I'm intrigued to see what they do with it. However, I still think what they were doing before, I was not a fan of it.
How you doing, Ant?
What's up?
I'm assuming it's Ant. It could be one of three people.
We've been thrown off,
Could
man.
be Dom.
We've been thrown off. Dom was in here the other day on the Gimme a Whole Yeah
Could
account.
be Jack.
It totally threw all of us off. See, there we go. Hey,
See?
Dom.
Lewis just says, hey, Dom. It could be, who knows?
We don't know who it is.
Somebody's here.
It's somebody.
From Gimme a Whole Yeah.
Or Ant.
If you haven't checked out Gimme a Whole Yeah podcast, go check them out. They're awesome dudes.
Yes.
When you can figure out who they are.
I agree Miro could do better. They let their wrestlers do what they want, so that's good. I agree. And if it was Miro's idea and he wanted to do that storyline, I'm totally cool with that. That's fine. I have no problem with it. It just wasn't my cup of tea, and I don't think it's his best work.
Oh, it's Ant. I knew it. It is Ant. Yeah, I mean, the thing is it wasn't about... I think it probably was his best work because he sold the fact that he was this video game geek and wanted to be a video game geek and wanted to play video games and wanted to hang out with, his friends and be a video game dude with his friends.
But I think what people were expecting when he came in was like what
they wanted some Rusev
No, they didn't. That's not what people wanted. I think what people were expecting when he first came in, was some of his earlier work in WWE. That's what I think people were looking forward to. However, when he came in, that's not what he gave us. It was a complete opposite of that. It was kind of goofy, kind of silly, and that's cool, but a lot of people didn't like it. They were very surprised by his choice in what, they decided to do with him.
Okay, but if they had brought him in to be a psycho nut or a crazy nut, people would have got sick of him well, God, all he's doing is the same stuff over and over again. I'm tired of this.
Would they?
I mean...
Okay, but I'm just saying, from the point of view of everybody else, it's not you, people didn't like it, and they weren't super big fans of what they were doing with it when he first came in. But now, some people are sort of...
I didn't say I liked it. I said give it a shot.
You said give it a shot and give it time.
To see what
However, I gave it time, weeks and weeks and weeks of time, and it did not go anywhere until this week.
It's like a movie.
Okay.
A long
That's
movie.
great. That's great. I love your it's a movie thing. Okay, that's fine. However, I didn't like this movie, bro. I didn't like it.
Well, turn it off. Miro came in at a wrong time to end the year of the pandemic. Didn't help his storyline coming in, but they had to do something with him. I still think what he did was good. I'm liking this Miro storyline. I think the whole Miro storyline, I think the whole idea behind it was they had to build it. And he wanted to come in. He wanted to do the video. And I'm not sure it wasn't a shot at WWE initially. Because of the fact that, WWE went into this, well, we're not going to let you do this. We're not going to let you do that. We're not going to let you do any of this. You can't play video games on Twitch. You can't do this. You can't do that. So I think that part of this was a shot at WWE and saying, hey.
I'm sure Miro was like, can I do anything to tell my former employers that I don't like them? Yeah, I'm sure it was. I'm sure there was some part of him that was like, I'm going to do this shot at WWE. Because I feel like everybody's like that when they leave, the WWE or whatever. They want to. So I get that, but I have not liked what they've done with it up until tonight. I thought the Kip Miro attack thing, I thought it was cool. I liked the whole Miro being all like, we're still friends at the end. I liked it. However, the storyline leading up.
Well, I think what you'll see is for a while, I think you're going to see him go to the video game guy, and they're going to do the video games again, and do that type of thing. And then you're going to see, like you said, you're going to see him snap on Kip again, and destroy him.
And Kip's going to go, what the crap, dude?
And so I think this is going to be it's going to be a bipolar Miro. You know? I mean, I think it's just one of those things. I enjoyed the beatdown, to be honest. You know what? By the way, if for those of you, because I'm not sure what they're doing in the UK, but I know here in the States, the Impact is not going to be on Fight TV anymore. Mm-hmm. It's all going to be on Impact Plus. Cool. And Impact Plus, if you type in Rebellion X, you can get 2 months of the Impact Plus stuff.
I'm glad you know this information, because I know.
Yeah, it's out on Twitter. If you put in Rebellion X all ran together in the code, you'll get 2 months free of Rebellion Impact Plus.
Of Impact.
And you'll be able to watch their free, or they're not free because I think they charge for their, not their big pay-per-views, but their kind of their side shows. Yeah. Is that what I want to call them? I don't know.
I don't know. Lewis, I only watched the main event. I thought it was good, but Swan looked gassed for the last 6 minutes. Good on him to keep going, though. Yeah, that's what we said, too. We thought that, it was after that the second spot on the top rope. After that second spot where they biffed it, totally got messed up. Didn't work out the way they wanted it to. I think after that spot, he looked gassed. He looked like he was really whoa, man.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Orange Cassidy Hedge match of the night. I thought it was good. Good. I mean, tonight I thought it was tough to give a match of the night because I thought there were a lot of good matches. Mm-hmm. Time for a Maven Rance shirt. We already got one. There's a Maven Rance shirt. Lewis, I only watched the main event, brother. I thought it was good, but Swan looked gassed for the last 6 minutes. You already read that, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Yes.
Bet they'll still be on Twitch, right? Yes, they're still going to be on Twitch with their regular Thursday night shows. The only difference is their pay-per-views are not going to be on Fight TV anymore, and that's really the only difference is they're not going to have their pay-per-views on Fight TV anymore. Mm-hmm. And they're pulling all their shows off of Fight TV. It's all going to be on Impact Plus. So I don't think there's going to be anything else on. There's no more Impact on Fight. I don't think.
Neat.
Are today's wrestlers, in your opinion, bad for not touching up their character?
What do you mean by that?
Clark, I will tell you that WWE, I think a lot of it has to do with stories and the people that write the stories. Because if you watch AEW does an excellent job with their characters. Mm-hmm. John Cena is a perfect example. Again, AEW does an excellent job with their characters. Mm-hmm. It could have been a better match. Raymond, we all come here for the rants. Yes. The rants are great.
So the main event is Darby Allin versus Preston Vance. They played this video package prior to this where Preston Vance was talking about Brody and how, Brody is the reason that, he is where he is today in AEW because without him, Brody saw something in him and took him under his wing and now, he's got to carry on Brody's legacy or whatever, which I thought was really cool. I liked the little video that they did. He said, winning the TNT championship would mean so much to me because it was Brody's belt.
It was cool. I liked the little tribute at the beginning.
I think they're going to put the TNT title on him at some point in time. Tonight wasn't his night, but I think that sometime in the near distant future he could have the belt.
I think there's two reasons.
I think if they're going to put it on a Dark Order guy, I think it's going to be Preston Vance.
But I think part of it is going to be because Brody Jr. has basically, I think he looks at Preston Vance as being his favorite.
Well, yeah, he said that. They're best buddies.
So I could see them putting it on him strictly for that reason.
Yeah, I think Preston Vance is good. I think he's a good wrestler. I think that again, he's another one that kind of goes under the radar at the moment in time, just based on the way everything goes. But I think that he could win the TNT title at some point in time. I think he will. And like I said, if there's going to be a Dark Order guy to win it, it's going to be him.
Yes, I would agree.
So Darby Allin got the win. after Preston Vance and Darby shook hands. And then Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky attacked Sting and Darby Allin. And then Vance and Lance Archer came out to save him.
Yes.
I'm assuming not next week, but the week after, we're probably going to see like Darby Allin and Sting versus, or maybe Darby Allin and Preston Vance. I mean, I don't know.
I would say
I think we're going to see a tag team match between Darby and somebody versus
I would say
Ethan Page and Sky.
I'm going to guess we'll see a Darby Allin and Preston Vance team up.
Maybe Archer.
Yeah.
I could see Archer do it too. So.
Do you think the Dudley Boys tarnished their legacy when they returned to the WWE? No, Dudley Boys were like already set in stone. I think WWE screwed up everything. Just
Is Johnny Hungy injured? He is. He was. He messed up his shoulder.
Yeah.
Popped. He had his match with Darby Allin a month or so back. They said he would just take a couple weeks to heal. He should be back soon.
Yeah.
I would imagine. It wasn't anything super serious. It was like he popped his shoulder out of place and then popped it back in, and it was like he had to just be careful for a while to let it heal up some.
Preston Vance has to win the TNT title. I agree, John Lee. I think he has to win it. Everyone hit that like button. Yes, if you've not hit that like button, hit that like button. It helps us out. It helps us move up on the algorithms of, the YouTube algorithm of being special.
Yes. So, like we said earlier, next week, it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be a really good show, I think. I'm really excited for the Blood and Guts match. I thought the promo tonight was phenomenal. It makes me want to watch the match even more. Do you think the Pinnacle's winning, or do you think the Inner Circle's winning? I kind of think the Inner Circle's winning.
I would say that the Inner Circle is going to win.
But, like, I mean, it really could go either way. I'd be totally fine with the Pinnacle winning. I'd be totally fine with the Inner Circle winning. Like, I'm not going to be mad. Either way it goes.
Here is what I hope they do. Because there's 5 in the right now it's 5 in the group of Pinnacle.
Mm-hmm.
I am hoping that what ends up happening. Love you, dudes. Sorry, working 4 hours. Good night. Well, good night, Ant. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm hoping what they do is we get that down to 4. And then we have the 4 horsemen with Tully Blanchard being the manager.
What, they kick MJF out? Or
yes.
They kick Wardlow out?
No. It'll be MJF. Now, I don't want him to do it this soon. I want to see some issues happen. I want to see a storyline built to where MJF, his attitude starts to irritate her. We've kind of seen it with Wardlow.
Mm-hmm.
With MJF and Wardlow, and MJF, Wardlow seems to be kind of irritated with MJF at times.
Yeah.
So I would like to see this build out over, several weeks. And eventually it gets to where they say, okay, we're tired of you.
Mm-hmm.
We're tired of your mouth. We're tired of your cockiness. Yes, you may have brought us together.
But we don't need you anymore.
But you're not a team player because it's all about you.
Yeah.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard how Anna Jay injury is coming along? Plus, was it me? I didn't see a -1 on any AEW show this week when Dark Order wrestled. They did have him on the video clip.
Yeah, he was in the video clip, and I think he was on the poster with him.
Yeah.
With Preston Vance.
But I haven't. Yeah, I haven't seen him on any of the live shows. No.
So yeah.
My feed cut out after the save. Did yours do the same thing? Yes. It like went away like to nothing. So like to something else. So I don't know why they did that.
Maybe just a technical issue
with
the TNT feed or whatever. I don't know. So yeah, I'm thinking Inner Circle wins, and then they could do like sort of like MJF, you led us into battle and we lost.
Well, and I think over time, I don't want it to happen like right away because everything's just been built up.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's a new thing. I think that they could continue on and then, like you said, sort of
because you can have Wardlow go, see, I've been tired of him for a long time. It's just like, let's just be.
What am I supposed to do?
The 4 of us.
So yeah, definitely.
John Lee says, I got Inner Circle for the W. Mrs. Gleen says, good night, Aunt. So yeah, I mean, overall, this was a good show. I thought this was an excellent show. Anybody that watched this surely had to have enjoyed it because it wasn't.
It was really good. I thought.
And anybody that criticizes this show,
pace. It was a good pace. It wasn't like you felt like the 2 hours went by really fast. Like the first hour, the hour and a half, we were like, whoa, we only have 30 minutes left of this show. But I feel like for a 2-hour show, I feel like they do so much stuff. Like I feel like even in the first hour, like so much happens in the first hour. Whereas like, I hate to be all like, let's compare things, but like on Raw's like a 3-hour show, but I feel like nothing gets done in the first hour. Nothing continues to get done in the second hour. And then, like, we just finish out everything with nothing on the third hour. Like, it doesn't have, like, the right flow. You know? Like, I feel like there's a lot of, like, nothing, where I feel like there's a lot of, like, everything.
I agree.
And it's, like, really fast-paced.
But
and, like,
the thing is if you watch what happens on AEW, they have a lot of storylines going.
Yeah.
I mean, we have the Kip and Miro storyline going. We have the Inner Circle and the Pinnacle storyline going. We have a storyline going with
Cassidy.
Cody's and his group and QT Marshall and his group.
You have Orange Cassidy.
We have Orange Cassidy
and
and the whole Penta L0 thing going on right now.
Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks with Kenny Omega, and they could just be jerks to anybody and everybody, and it's not going to make any difference because there's a story there somewhere that, they're just going to be a jerk to whoever,
Hey, DTA Podcast, what is up? How's it going?
So I think that the fact that they tell stories, they could, I don't want Dynamite to do this, but they could do a 3-hour show. I think Dynamite could do a 3-hour show because of the way they tell the stories.
Yeah.
And this is why Raw has issues, because they try to take 4 people and try to make it a 3-hour show.
Yeah.
And they just can't do it. They couldn't make it a 2-hour show. I would, sitting there watching Raw, even at a 2-hour show, I'd be going, this still sucks because there's no story to it.
I will say SmackDown is better. I feel like they have more of a story-oriented thing going on SmackDown, but I feel like it's always the same story. That's the issue I have with it, is like, I feel like it's always the same thing. It's like, it's the Roman show. That's what I call it. That's what SmackDown is, and so I feel like it's so centered around Roman that makes me not love it so much, but it does have more of a story going on than Raw does, which makes SmackDown more watchable than Raw, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
I'm not in love with SmackDown, I'm not happy with everything that's going on in SmackDown, but I think it's better than Raw.
But you notice you get different stories here on AEW just about every week.
Yeah.
Yeah, they tie some stuff in where you get, you may see the Inner Circle's Pinnacle thing. And you get a little clip of it. But it's not like every week they start out with that and that's your focus. And you're watching that and you're going, Jesus, God, I've seen this like the last 3 weeks. Don't watch this again because it's like stupid, you know?
Because it's like stupid.
And so they do a good job and they start to show off. They say you need to have a good beginning and a good end. And I think they do a good job with their beginnings because it's always, generally, it's something different. It's not the same stuff happening every week.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes AEW so much better and so much more interesting than WWE. And DTA Podcast says AEW does long-term storytelling. They may have something happen tonight that they don't touch on until 2 months from now, and then you sit here and you go,
oh yeah!
Well, that happened like 2 months ago. I never thought about this. That was kind of crazy how they how they did this. They tied this into this story from 2 months ago.
AEW was awesome tonight, and NXT was great too. I agree, SmackDown is more watchable than Raw. It is. The best promo was the Inner Circle and Pinnacle. And the second best was SCU and the Young Bucks. I think that was, yeah. Way too much Roman. Yeah, I think that SmackDown is way too much Roman. That's why I dislike SmackDown so much. I feel like it's the thing that I have a problem with, and I know some people have said, oh, I love this format for the WWE stuff, and that's why I just can't get into AEW, is because some people I've seen have said, well, AEW has all these different storylines going on, but like they don't have a storyline that starts at the beginning of the show and like finishes at the end.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but wait. SmackDown. We start off SmackDown with Roman, and then we get Roman 47 more times on SmackDown. I would rather see a lot more people on the show and a lot more different storylines. That made no sense. A lot more different? You know what I mean.
We know what you're saying.
I would rather see different storylines on a show rather than see one person 17 times in the time span of like 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, like I can only take so much Drew McIntyre. I can only take so much Roman Reigns on a show. You want to throw one segment out there? Cool. Do what you want, you know? But like, I don't want to see him 12 times on the same show.
Yeah.
That's not. I feel like I'm wasting my time, and it's like, but wait, didn't I already see you?
17
Didn't
minutes.
we already see you?
10 minutes.
And there's so many people that aren't being put on the shows that could be if you just took off the 12 segments with Roman Reigns and you threw, you know, those 12 segments to somebody else.
Has anyone heard of... we already read that. Raymond says, Pinnacle is heels, so I'm thinking a storyline between Spears and Sammy coming out of this because their promo was a hit. I agree. I think that... I mean, there's so many ways I could go with this. But they've built it that way. And so they've built it up to where they could do something, you know, where it's so much more interesting than what they've got going on now.
Observing Steph said I would have given the show a good rating, but those lack of bat points ruined it.
Lewis gave it 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it
Haven't wrestled in a while, yeah.
9.
The best promo was Inner Circle and Pinnacle, and the second best was SCU telling the Young Bucks they are bitches and a-holes. Yeah. Way too much Roman. Definitely way too much Roman. Just like the 2 years ago, there's too much Roman. Who will finally beat Roman? Will it be Lashley at Clash of Champions? Who knows?
No.
Bring back Jimmy.
I like the show on like Raw where the storylines go nowhere because Roman's the only heel that they have that's over. Yeah. Me too. Only so much Drew and Roman. We can't take it, Vince. Man. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what sometimes makes people unwatchable. Yeah, that's better. I can read stuff now.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out why it was...
Cool, you fixed it. That's awesome. It would only be a good show for my mom. She only watches Roman. She loves him.
Renji says, because Roman's the only heel they have that's over. Well, the reason that he's the only one that's over is because he's the only one they try to put over.
That's the thing about it.
You have to build your characters.
Yeah.
You have to build your stories.
Yeah.
And they don't do it.
Yeah.
They absolutely do not do it. They don't do anything with it. They spend too much time trying to focus on like stupid stuff. Like, who cares if Nia Jax has water and spills it and then falls?
Not me.
Like,
I'm
why?
good. I didn't need to see it the first week. I didn't need to see it the next 12 weeks.
Yeah.
That wasn't... I didn't need that. I didn't need it the first time. I didn't need it again.
Yeah. So Voltaire's mom only likes Roman. That's funny. The biters and butt twats. Butt twats. Man, that just doesn't sound right. Butt twats. Butt twats.
Oh, man.
Flying fig holes. Yes. I don't know. This is...
NXT, I wanted to start the...
What's your rating?
I'd say 8.5 or 9.
Okay, I could see an 8 or an 8.5.
I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was a good show. I really like like I said, I liked the entire thing. I thought they had a good card. I thought the Inner Circle stuff. I thought that was a really big like focal point of the show, and I like it. The Young Bucks are great. Love them. They're epic. Love their gear. Love their getup. Love everything about it. Darby Allin is cool. I thought Orange Cassidy. I thought his segment was good. I liked everything.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a good show.
They also do the can they coexist storyline.
I know. Like it's like, dude, like I don't care, okay? I can only take so many can they coexist storylines. Like when you do it on SmackDown and then you do it on Raw and then you do it on NXT, it's like, bro. Can you just hold the phone for just a second? Because I don't need to see that many. Hey, the nice stuff is dumb, I agree, but it's getting the tag titles on TV. But but my question to you would be, well, what about the women's championship? The Raw Women's Championship, which to me should mean more than the tag titles, and the women's title hasn't been on television like a bunch.
Yes. I agree.
I don't know. We put all of our focus on the women's tag team titles and not Asuka and the Raw Women's title. So that completely fell off the map and nobody cared about that.
Well, then they bring in, like, Rhea hit her finisher the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had to tag Nia Jax to come in and for the pin. Why?
I don't know, man.
It just doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, just what they do, I don't get it. Great stream, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The NXT ratings?
Yeah, the NXT ratings, they are down from last week. They were down, I think they were over 800,000 last week. And they're at 744,000 this week. So
what is their 18 to 49?
They have dropped. They dropped a little bit in the 18 to 49 range.
Curious to see what AEW does tomorrow. Will they hit 1 million again for the third week in a row? The world may never know. Come back tomorrow when we watch Impact to find out.
Well, how many weeks will it take if they continue to hit 1 million? If they go up some, how long will it take for them to possibly challenge Raw?
It wouldn't be hard to do.
Yeah, it's annoying. DTA Podcast, I find it funny that some WWE superstars do the most stupidest things to make Vince happy, but then they say, well, I work for the best company in the world, but your character is a joke and you don't have rights. Yeah, that's just it.
But I work for the best company in the world.
Why? I don't get it. Lots of today's wrestling fans are neckbeards. Yes. Just wait till Becky returns. James, it's not going to make any difference. If you don't tell stories, it doesn't make any difference who you have.
Yeah.
If you don't build the stories, doesn't matter who you have. That's because Raw is WCW 2000. I would agree with that. Dynamite tonight equals 8.25 for me. So John Elite liked it. So again, overall good show. So yeah.
We will be back tomorrow for Impact Wrestling. What's gonna happen on the show after the pay-per-view? Hopefully it's not trash. Hopefully it's decent. I'm sure there's probably going to be like a lot of like recaps and stuff, I would imagine. I don't really know what's supposed to be on it. I don't know if they've really said what's supposed to be on it. But yeah. AEW was a 9 for me. Cool. I can totally agree with that. Mr. G's going to look up real quick, I think, what's on tomorrow's show. Maybe we can find something. Maybe we won't. But we will be back tomorrow for that. And then we'll be back on Friday for SmackDown. And then we'll be back on Monday for Raw. Because we don't have anything this weekend.
Nope. We'll be no pay-per-views, no nothing going on.
No.
Major League Wrestling. I did double check that. They are on 12 o'clock noon on Saturdays on Vice. So if you wanted to watch Major League Wrestling, they will be on there.
Did they say Kenny's on tomorrow? I would imagine maybe. I don't know, maybe not. I guess it depends on what they're planning on doing. But I would imagine that they probably have their new champion on there. So I don't know. Have to tune in to find out. We will be.
DTA Podcast, James, thanks. We try to do a good show. We do the best we can. You guys make it great, and you guys are the ones that make it interesting. You guys coming in and chatting. So it's you guys, all of you that come into our chat and hang out with us and talk to us and do that. You guys make us what we are today. So thank you guys for being who you are.
Yes.
With that, I think we're going to take off. Back tomorrow night, Impact Wrestling. Until then, peace out.